Working. Hello and welcome to WargamerOnline. Whoa, I forgot to change that screen. Fantastic. This is our first live battle report in this format. Yep. We have done live battle reports in the past, but what we have for you today is my tournament Kruleboyz list from Warhammer World, and we have the first guest on WargamerOnline in like forever.
Yep.
Mr. Matt.
Hi everyone.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, let's go with Matt.
And you've brought your horrendous, evil Stormcast Eternal.
Nah, this is not a meta list by any shape or form, as you'll see.
Okay, let's get into this game and fumble away through this live show. But thank you so much to our patrons for joining us, and let's get started. This video is made possible by our patrons. Right, okay, so let's just recap a little bit. First and foremost, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get the chat up from everyone just so we can actually see that. We've got a few people with us now. Matthew Roberts, hey guys.
Yep.
James Dean is in there, hi guys. And Big Tom is in there, hi guys. Thank you very much, patrons, for joining us. You guys are absolutely the best. This is going to be released on YouTube, so I do need to at least cover some of the general stuff. So
yep.
If you are watching this on YouTube, this was broadcast live to our patrons exclusively. And it was essentially our first live battle report under the new format, which has been around for 2.5 seasons now. So
yeah,
the format's not dramatically changed other than we're taking it live. Some housekeeping I want to get out of the way straight away. We are running by Games Workshop's tournament timing. So that is essentially a 160-minute game. That gives us 5 minutes for introductions, battle plans, those kind of things. But essentially after that, we are into the game. And there are some set times to keep track of where you are in the game. Now, they're guidelines only, so we don't call the end of a turn if we haven't hit it. It's just to keep us running, essentially, to the 160-minute time. What else have we got to do? Crikey, I think that's probably it. That's the big one.
Yeah, I think we'd say that for this game, we've both agreed that we're going to play... We're playing for fun, and we're going to play fairly fast in our decision-making, so... It won't be a perfect game by any shout, and if you spot anything that you see as wrong, please do just leave a comment. That's how we learn.
All the usual. Great stuff. I mean, saying that, this is the tournament timing, so I think it's a realistic format. If we follow this timing, you are pressured to make decisions. Yep. You can't just sit and read the rulebook for 5 minutes and try and find something out. You have to make a decision, move on, and go for it.
Yep.
What I want to do is we'll follow our usual battle report format, though. We are going to have a look at the battle plan and get into the armies and look at the army list and all the rest. But before I do that, I just want to check, can somebody in the chat just let us know that audio and sound and video is all working fine? Because that's always useful to know when you are live streaming.
Yep.
While we do that, let's take a look at the battle plan. So we are playing Feral Foray. Sorry, no, that's fine. That should be off.
Oh, there we go.
I'm hoping everybody can still hear us. So we're playing Feral Foray. This is 6 objectives across the table. The deployment zones are, or at least the territories are right up to the center line.
Yep.
But you've got to be more than 9 inches away from your enemy zone. So in other words, an 18-inch corridor down the middle of the table that has to be avoided. Fairly standard stuff with this one. As in 1 victory point for 1 objective, for at least 1 objective, 1 for 2 or more, and another victory point if you control more than your opponent. Yep. 2 victory points for battle tactics, so all fairly straightforward stuff. But the main important thing is you can do raiding of objectives. So essentially from the start of the second battle round, you score points if you raid 1 objective that you control wholly within your opponent's territory, that is within 1 inch of a friendly unit. If you do so, you score 1 additional victory point. The objective's then removed from play. So I've made it particularly hard for a live show because I'm actually going to have to update the graphics as well. Fantastic stuff.
There we go.
Audio stream in quality is on top form. Thank you, Big Tom. Muchly appreciated. Okay, anything else to mention on the battle plan?
No,
I think so.
I think that's pretty much it.
All right, let's have a look at army lists, I think. Right, here we go, folks. So I brought my Kruleboyz list. This is War Clan Big Yellows. Grand strategy is Beastmaster. I've taken the Triumph Indomitable because I'm pretty low on points, by the way, and pretty much guaranteed. I got that in all but one of my tournament games, the ability to use Indomitable. Interestingly enough, by the way, with Indomitable, I'm just going to say it now, you can make the roll before deciding to use it. Pretty rare rule nowadays. A rare rule that you don't have to sacrifice the roll first. My leader, Gobsprite, Mouth of Mork. He's not my general. He's just the top boss, but you want to watch out for his sneakiness. He's very sneaky, Matt. I don't know whether I've warned you about this list. I've also got Snatch Boss on Sludge Raker. He's my general. He's got the command trait Super Sneaky, which gives me the ability essentially to redeploy a unit. We'll talk about that momentarily. He's got the Amulet of Universal Destiny, giving me the 5-up ignore, and the mount trait on the mount trait is fast one. Which is one hero phase move basically. Also got the obligatory Swamp Caller Shaman Popgrot. He's got the Law of the Swamp Nasty Hex, removing any kind of ward save. Do you have any ward saves?
Yeah, so actually being Hammers of Sigmar, when I'm near objectives, my whole army's got a 6-up. Bastion Karthos has got a 4-up.
Okie dokie. It's never going to come into effect. It's like a 12-inch range. It'll be dead long before any of that counts.
I will see.
10 Gut Rippers, 9 super friendly Manskewer Boat Boys, reinforced twice. That is scattered just inside of one battalion. And what didn't fit in the battalion was the Swamp Caller Shaman. And I neglected to mention the fella, but he is in there. Big drop fort kicker.
I wonder when you were going to get to him.
Yeah, his name's Lundy, though, so he's renamed. Named after the illustrious Nick Lund. So the wizard on his back is Smegnik, and he's Lundy. So it's Smegnik Lundy.
I love it.
And he's my favourite model of all times. Right, okay, Matt, let's have a look at your army. Do you have your list with you?
Yeah.
You know it, do you?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, here we go. Stormcast Eternals.
Hi there. So, in lieu of what is good in the meta at the moment, which is the Raptors Long Strike Crossbows, I've got the 10 Judicators with the bows.
You're not on camera, by the way. I know you've been really nice and looking at the camera. That's what they can see.
Oh,
so you can read the list, is what I was saying, if you wanted to come round.
Yep. So I've got my Star Drake as well. Beautiful model. Absolutely love him to bits. I'm giving him the Luck Stone so that I can try and get a long bomb charge out of him. And I've also taken Celestial Instinct so he can retreat and either charge or shoot. I've then got 10 Vindictors, so that's a reinforced unit there. I've also got a Lord Castellan in order to be trying to give one of better saves to one of my units. I've got a Lord Relictor, and I've given him Translocate as a prayer. And I've got a Knight... I'm going to say Knight Invocator. I'm always going to forget
Incanter?
the name. Incanter, that's the one.
No worries.
Mainly bringing him for that utility of the Dispel Scroll. Exactly. And last, I don't think I've named it, but I've got 5 Liberators as well. Knowing that I wasn't going to get this down to a small amount of drops, I've purely gone for trying to get as much utility as possible. So the 2 big battle line units have gone into Hunters of the Heartlands to try and stop any monstrous rampages. My general's the Castellan, and to keep him alive, I've given him the Mirror Shield, so no shooting him unless he's within 9 inches.
Oh, right.
Perfect, that's me.
Nice. Okay, right.
Yeah? I forgot big man Bastion Karthalos.
Just the big man himself.
The big man himself, just fresh off of the printing presses.
Right, which one can't be shot within 9 inches, just so I know? Fella Majig there.
The general.
The general. Okay,
Yep.
then. Nice. I like that.
Yep.
Within 9 inches, not 9 inches.
You have to be within. You have to be within 9 inches.
All right. Let's just catch up with the chat. I'm not sure how much chat we can catch up as the show goes on, but we're going to attempt to do it. We have Big Tom in there saying audio stream. Paul England saying hi, everyone. Jack is in there saying love the 360. Thank you, Jack. We talked about doing that for every army. Having seen it for this army, I think we might just have to do it. Really nice painting from James. Thank you very much,
James.
And Martin Dix is in there saying he's just at the shop and he'll be home shortly. Thanks, Martin. It's always good to get back from the shop, but you know,
Streaming it from wherever you are.
Shopping is important. Right, okay. It's worth covering whereabouts we are in this game because we're not straightforward at all. We should be beginning battle round 1, so I think we're actually just at the right space.
This is all paid off.
This has paid off a treat. We all have shenanigans, quite a bit of shenanigans. And essentially what we did was roll off. I made you the attacker. You chose your territory, which was that side of the table, but we offered to swap terrain and those kind of things. You started deploying, I deployed. I deployed first because I was 3 drops. You were 8?
Yeah, at least.
At least. I love it when you do deployment and you go, I can't get down below 3 drops, so I might as well be 20.
Yeah, and get all the artifacts, get all of the benefits.
Just go for it. Just go for it. So we've done the deployment, but then we're into a weird change of events at the end of the deployment. Before I call who goes first, because I get choice, because I finished deploying first, we essentially both need to do a bunch of stuff. My super sneaky essentially kicks in now. I can redeploy one of my units. I think then I decide who goes first.
Yep.
You do your redeploy.
I get to redeploy D3 models because of Bastion.
Then we allocate command points.
Yep.
And then I play my dirty tricks.
Yes.
Are we good at that?
Yep. Let's do that.
Let's just do that. Okay. I'm gonna do a bit of measuring.
Yep. And you might notice that Star Drake's not on the table. I've put him up in so he can deep strike down.
Yeah, I did. I noticed. Whether everybody else noticed, I don't know. I'm gonna play what I intended to play. I am going these guys within, you know what? Do I even want that? Yeah, why not? It's going to make your life annoying. You know what?
Go on. What you?
They're going to be vile, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can redeploy them no matter what.
Yeah. Remember what we said, Phil. Just go for it. Feel it in your heart.
Just going for it. This is the most ridiculous possible move.
Remember, you've got to keep coherency on these guys now.
Yeah, look at that nice, easy terrain there.
Yeah, that is a good part of this terrain.
What more do you want?
I spoke too soon.
Boss man up there. This is insane, by the way. I am suicide squadding my Bolt Boys, but you've got full control and access to the entire table. So the only way to make it impossible for you to get out range of my Bolt Boys is to literally put them in the middle of the table, which is what I've just done. 9 inches from there, so I do need to just push him a little bit. But
I like your stick just pushes my models back to keep you 9 inches.
If you're going to be salty over
No, I don't care.
No,
I don't care.
Right,
I don't care.
Okay, here we go. I tell you what, we'll call the map come up so you can see what I've done. So I have super sneaked my Bolt Boys to the center of the table.
Yep.
I'm going to decide who goes first, and I'm telling you now, I'm going first.
You're going first
because I'm going to look out. I'm not going to let you get the double. You're aware of this, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
No, yeah.
You're just hoping on luck.
There's no hope. You're not getting the double. It's as simple as that. We're stating
table turn 1.
Okay. You can redeploy up to D3 units.
oh yeah.
You wanted a better roll than that.
I did want a bit of a better roll than that. But that's okay.
I'll wait until I do. Hidden in the terrain. You'll love that.
Oh, what's that one?
Yeah, they're covered in mud.
Oh, yes.
I'll roll. 1. So you can deploy 3 units. Twisted Bishop says, so glad I made it. Totally forgot it was today. Very excited to see this happening. Thank you very much, Twisted Bishop. Good to have you on board. We're going to do our best to fumble through this. You know what the caveat I was going to say at the start of all of this is? This is my first time streaming a live battle report in a long time, and I've twisted some of the technology around to make it work. So 2 things. If it fails at any point, can someone say, hey, we're losing audio or video or whatever?
Yep.
And the second point is if I forget 9/10 of my rules, it's because I'm focused on how the hell do I switch the scene over or something like that. Right, we're seeing
Phil,
a redeployment
give us an eye, would you? Can you see the Bolt Boys on these judicators? Because that's my...
I mean, from any point, bear in mind, I'm kind of up here. The reality is yes, you're not, it's any point in the model. You're not going to be able to, unless you
okay, no,
park them, say,
I tell you what I'll do. I'll put them up in the heavens instead.
Okay, sounds good.
Because I've purposely put quite a few down, which means that I can, when I redeploy them, I can move them back up.
Yeah, no, I like that. Sneaky. But is it sneakier than my sneakiness? That's what we've yet to find out. Right, okay. Is that's your one unit redeployed, yes?
That's my one unit redeployed.
In which case I'm going to call who goes first.
Yep.
You're going to be pleased to find out I'm going first.
Yep.
Oh, I could make you go.
No, you've already called it. No, you already called it.
Yeah, you could still deploy and shoot, couldn't you? I was thinking, but you'd lose the hero phase shoot, wouldn't you?
Once I've put them up there, yeah,
you lose the hero phase shoot.
But that's
it doesn't matter. I have already called it.
Yep.
I am going first anyway. Oh, I did call it.
Yeah, you've called it.
I had to call it before you could even redeploy.
Yep.
In which case, I think with that, we're into
we're into your dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks. See, we just know each other's army. That's the problem.
That's the way to do it, isn't it? You know, the reason I'm kind of umming and ahhing over this one is...
And yeah, just replying to Big Tom while you're looking at that, is that it says that you can redeploy it based on the limits of the battle plan. Now, because I had enough down, and my ability lets me deploy them from deep strike, but I can deploy one like that for every one I have on the table. So as long as I've got enough down, I've moved them up.
Big Tom may well be talking about my redeploy, which of course, actually my redeploy is, I just have to be outside of 9 inch from an enemy unit. And horribly enough, I can still move. Unlike a lot of those rules, it doesn't take out my ability to then move. So in most cases, for instance, I've used like 10 gut rippers in the past. And when I've done that,
been aggressive.
I 4-inch charge, you know, because they get a 5-inch move. So really nice. I do need to pick my dirty trick though. You know what?
Tournament timings.
I know. I'm thinking, just give me a second.
Go on.
Covered in mud. I just don't think he's going to do anything in this game. I don't think so. I don't need it. So you know what I'm going to do?
You could ghost one of my units. Or
I honestly thought about doing that. How many units are you've only got one unit on that hasn't been reinforced yet. So I could definitely ghost that unit. Right, okay then. I'm just going to go for Noisy Racket.
Go for that. Explain that one to me.
Subtract 1 from mood rolls for attacks made by enemy units in the first battle round. So you're -1 to wound across your whole army.
Very nice.
So there you go.
I think that's a solid one anyway.
It's a pretty solid one, but Covered in Mud is great with the right army. And I'm still tempted to do Covered in Mud. I am going to go for Covered in Mud. Sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Because I only need to move those onto that terrain, don't I? And they will be unshootable if they walk up the terrain, for instance.
Yes.
So, one unit. I am going to choose my Bolt Boys as Covered in Mud. There you go. Last minute change of heart. And we are into my turn. How about that?
Only like 9 minutes in. Yeah.
is that how far we're in? We've done well. Begin round.
Begin round.
9 minutes over time. Okay, let's do this then. Into my... we need to actually sort a few things out. So, player 1, and we are into the hero phase. There you go. In which case then, a few things to do in the hero phase, and I'm just reminding myself what it is. There's not a lot I can do magic-wise, but it's all good fun. Instead of casting a spell, I just need to measure that he was 3 inch. I've noticed I've actually nudged the model while I was picking him up, but he still is within 3 inch, even within the nudge. Poison onto those guys.
Yep.
So that's poison onto the gut rippers, basically. Okay. That unit of gut rippers there. And then that gives me the spells out of Gobsprack. 24 inches. I don't think I'm going to have anything within 24 of Gobsprack. How am I doing? That's 24. Am I in range? Sorry, I can't.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. Couldn't see from your side. In which case, just pick up that dice. Casting value of a 7. Pick a point on the battlefield. All units within 6 inch are affected by the choking mist until the start of the next hero phase. You're -1 attack on the characteristics of melee
very
weapons.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And it's actually a point within 24 inch and units within 6.
Yep.
You've got an auto deny, haven't you?
Yep.
On the table.
How many spells has he got?
2.
Yeah, so I'm not doing on this one.
Goes off on a 6.
Nice.
Well, you can still deny. You can still attempt to deny, can you? How many wizards you got?
No, I've only got the 1. So.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So no.
So you're letting that go.
Yes.
Okay.
So where was your point?
Well, within 24 inches, the point. Yep. I'm assuming that's fine. So do I clip those, clip that character?
Yep.
Clip that unit?
Yep.
Do I clip that character?
I'll give it to you if you want it. It's very borderline. So.
Well, I could go. Of course, I can rotate round. So the question is
yeah,
how
exactly.
far
We
the
just
6
put
inches.
it here. Then,
if I go there, basically, yeah.
No, you're fine.
And bear
so it's
in
just
mind,
-1 attack for 1 round.
Let's just be honest with this one because that's 6 inches. I can go right over to
yeah.
there. Okay, so that's all of those units affected by choking mist, basically.
Yep.
And then the next spell. I'm not quite sure what the next spell was that you thought I'd got.
So I think you can I think you can move. You can cause one to move in your hero phase.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Are you going to stop it or?
Well, roll it first. I'm not going to auto unbind it if you don't even get it off.
Can you do that auto unbind once per phase, or is it once per game?
Once per game.
Oh, once per game. Oh, okay, no problem. Mystic Shield.
7 goes off.
It goes off on the 7. So, do you wish to unblind my Mystic Shield?
Is that his second?
Yeah, that's his second.
No, I'll roll to dispel it.
Okay.
I don't know if you have to pick
7.
it.
So you need a
9.
9. You get it. You've definitely got wizards within 30 inches, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Okay, so that's gone. No Mystic Shield.
No Mystic Shield.
Right, and I think at that's hero phase over. Poison's in place, and we are, I assume, redeployment. Redeploy is the best command ability too, right?
Yep.
Absolutely love redeploy. Shocking behaviour from all. Let's get into the movement phase though. Okay, first up, just big guy. Why not?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Yep.
How many models have you got on that objective?
5.
So it stops you scoring it. I will run him. 2 inches, so 14 inch. But then again, it doesn't give it me, does it? That feels like a foolish move because I could have thrown a stone. And I probably haven't got on the objective there anyway.
No, I think you will be.
No, at 2 inch I haven't. So, right.
Can you spend a command point to make that 6?
Pardon? I forgot my hero phase move.
Oh, we haven't even done heroic. You haven't done battle tactics. Whoa!
Oh no, I'll move them back. I just meant for completeness.
Yeah.
We need to. I can't believe we forgot all of that.
Yeah, good stuff.
Right. Okay.
So what's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is. Oh dear me. Let's have a look at this. Broken ranks.
Well, battle tactic or your heroic action. Which one do you want to do first?
I'm going for the battle tactic first.
Okay.
For sure. Let's go for Savage Spearhead, which just relies on me getting into your territory, yeah?
Yeah, with just 2 units.
2 units.
Which is super, super doable.
Yeah. And then in terms of command abilities, I will go for Finest Hour.
Yep.
Yeah, I will. Finest Hour.
Okay.
Okay, and I will give that to... well, yeah, it's a good point. I do need to name it. Just need to have a look at what that move is. It's quite... 16, it's still a long way, and you're just going to redeploy away from me. Yeah, I'm going to go for Finest Hour on... You know what? We haven't done command points.
Yeah, I've got 3 and you've got 2.
No,
oh.
I've got 1, and that's why I'm not doing Finest Hour.
Why have you got 1?
Because I have to pay 1 to add 1 to my mercenary. So on a 4-up, I go to 2. I get to 2. Okay, sorry about this, folks.
No.
That concerned about whether the stream's running, we are just messing this up. Things are terrible.
See, I'm torn on this one because I've got 3, and Bastion lets me have a free command point every player turn, not even battle round.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's like, do you do a finest hour now, not thinking that there's any particular targets for it? Heroic recovery is useless. So in some ways, you just go. You might as well just do the heroic leadership. But it feels weird.
Feels weird?
Feels weird.
Do you feel weird right now? Go on.
Well, I tell you what, because we've done this in the wrong order, if you wouldn't mind. If I do heroic willpower,
yeah,
I could try and unbind your choky miss with a different hero.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So pick a friendly hero, not a wizard. Is the enemy hero phase, I can attempt to dispel 1.
Yeah, seeing as though I completely arsed up the first turn because I was too busy working out whether the stream was working.
So make him a wizard, the guy next to it.
Yeah, okay.
And so you got it off on a 6, wasn't it?
7.
7?
I think it was a 6 or 7.
6.
You need a 7.
No.
It was 6. No.
There you go.
Yeah, there
Fine.
you go.
That is the way these things go. You can't undo history.
Never go back.
Never go back.
I'm on 2 command points.
Yep.
You're on 3 command points.
Yep.
Of course, I was going to do heroic leadership. It was always going to be the case. Let's get into movement though and stop messing around now. We will just count that 2-inch roll. Of course, that puts him there. I'm not going. Of course, I think someone mentioned you command point before you make the roll. Yes, you do. No, I'm not going to spend the command point to do that. I think he kind of got to the edge of the objective, didn't he? But just didn't quite make it onto the objective. Makes no odds to me. Right. Oh, and I've still forgot to do the hero move. So if it's okay with you, can I just do that hero move and then? Okay. So we've got an 8-inch move with him.
Yep.
And the main thing I'm trying to do is just get within 12 inches of those guys, of course. And then Gobsprite has... I think Gobsprite has a move unwounded of 14 inches.
Very nice.
So he's not too slow. Yeah, I'm going to come over there. Let's just make it really, really annoying for you. You know what? I'm going to need to...
Okay, so that's still out of 9 at the moment.
Yeah, hold on a second. Sorry, I am going to just... We were...
Do you want me to put something down?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking I might not go that far forward with him anyway, is what I'm thinking. So, what I'm just going to do is 14 inches. I am just going to. So worried about your shooting.
I'm going to point out that Phil was saying, yeah. We'll just do gut feels. We'll move. We'll play really quickly.
I know, but you teleport in, you do everything you want, you go where you want. Gobsprite's just going to hop forward. Okay. Just going to do that. Mainly because at some point you're going to come for me, it's going to be painful. And I'm just going to have to deal with you. Right, okay, then his second 8-inch move. Have you got any shooting units at all?
Not in the field at the moment.
Right, okay then. So he goes to there.
Yep.
Okay.
So I will use Bastion's free command ability.
Yep.
And I can move these guys d6 inches. So 3. And so what I'm probably just doing is trying to make this a bit of a harder charge for you.
Sure.
So
coherency problem basically because you've got 2 ranks and 2 guys in front of Bastion, so even if they kind of shuffle across, the reality is it's you're taking like an inch off, aren't you, or something? But still, an inch is an inch is an inch, as
every inch matters.
Everybody says.
Every inch matters.
Big Tom says easy to mess up normally. Never mind when you have all the technical stuff. Yeah, I know, but you know we're going to get killed on YouTube when we release this one just for missing all of that at the start.
Yep. So I think this guy wants to go back here. This guy wants to go back here. You probably need to move him more like...
Yeah, is he within an inch of 2 models?
I think he might not be. Let me check. No, see, I probably can't.
Do you want a little Tigger? There you go.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
So after all of that...
It is the problem with coherency and the double ranks and super fat units. Don't mind me shuffling around. I'm just trying to find tons of behemoth cards. Okay.
Yep. I mean, I could deploy him back over onto here, which then... Oh, no, because then... Boom, 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 boom. This is probably still not gonna... Because then you can just charge to him. I think I'm flapping for nothing. I think I'm flapping for nothing. After giving Phil Jip as well.
Don't worry about it. I think you've probably knocked... You have knocked half an inch off the charge range, basically. Yeah. You know, I think it's probably as good as it's going to get for you.
And if nothing else, it shows you don't put other units right behind units, because then you can't move. So, learning point.
You know, and in all honesty, I kind of think you're going to be okay anyway. Right, okay, I think that's it. We are probably at that into shooting phase.
Yep.
Okay, right.
This is going to be horrible.
Well, not only that, I'm trying some new tech out, so please bear with us, people. Right, so is that connected? Okay, so here we go into the shooting phase. Hold on a second. Let me just try this again. How did I not manage to point it at the unit itself? There you go, that's better. There we go, into the shooting phase. I think we've managed to get those guys onto the Big Drock, or Lundy as I like to call him in this game, ran.
Yep.
So that doesn't work in terms of shooting, so he's not going to be able to do any shooting. My Manskull guys, sorry, my Manskewer Bolt Boys, of course, have not made a move.
No.
Which means...
Do you want to move them?
No, because I want to do... Basically, I use the aim shot. Sorry, I do need to make a move.
Yeah, just... Well, you moved them half an inch, whatever.
You know what I was saying, though? I wasn't actually trying and balance them up onto the terrain, wasn't I? But I can't get them all up on the terrain anyway, so... For all intents and purposes, they're just going to have moved, okay? If that's all right with you.
But don't you want them in the terrain for the purposes of covered in mud? I
can't get them all up there, basically. I don't think so, realistically. It's 3 inches. You know what? I probably could. Shall we? I tell you what.
If you want, I'll count them as being in the terrain. I'm not that fussed. It's fine.
Well, it's going to take just a minute or two, isn't it, to essentially just balance. Those guys are going to have to move higher up the terrain. Those two are going to have to pop up there like that.
So what people can see is that Phil has purposely built this piece of terrain to perfectly fit a unit of Bolt Skewer Boys.
Just downloaded off the internet, mate. That's all it is. Yeah. But I appreciate your...
Look at that.
Appreciate your you know, giving me that level of intellect. We're so screwing up this turn.
Go for it.
Just giving up. Just giving up.
Go for it.
Right, okay. In which case, I'm going to pick you off. Which is basically I'm using my hasty shot. Normally a 12-inch range, but I'm big yellers, which gives me 15. +3, so it's 15. So I am in range.
Yep.
I'm going to target that unit there.
Yes, I figured as such.
You know, why not? It's 21 shots.
And you're looking for 6s, basically.
Well, you know, they do their own set of damage, but obviously you have to get past. I don't really care about the hits. It's better, obviously, when it's on with the poison. It's not with the poison, but I am within 12 inches of Sludge Raker, so I'm doing 3 mortal wounds on 6s, basically.
Yeah.
21 shots. I can re-roll 1 dice.
Very nice.
For big yellows. Just 1 hit. Not hits of 1.
That's okay.
Just 1 hit.
You get the 3 inch. You get 3 inches extra.
Okay, so go on then.
What's the rend on them?
The rend is -1. Do you want to all out defense? Is the question, yeah?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
I think the answer is probably yes. So okay, so I'm down to 2 command points.
Okay, I will irrelevantly, but it can make a difference. I'm going to all out attack to push them on 3s to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're down to 1 command point.
1 command point. You are down to 2 command points. And let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens here then. Okay, so that is 1, 2 6s. So,
okay, so
just
6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds and a whole bunch of misses. We're going to come... Let's just get the hits out to start with.
Yep.
Because I do have an option of... These are the hits going over here.
Yeah.
And then I've got an option of re-rolling one of those hits, which I will do now, for a 5, so it creates another hit.
Yep.
And then wounding on 3s. Much better on the wound roll.
Oh,
that is
look
1,
at that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 saves at -1 rend, doing 2 damage.
So that is going to be 8 3-up saves.
Okay. 3 going through, so that's 6 damage. So 6 mortal wounds and 6 damage.
9. They're 3. Oh no, it was only +1 to the wounds.
+1 to the mortal wounds, not to the damage in general.
So it's 12 wounds in total.
12 wounds in total, which you have a 6-up ignore because you're within the objective. Is that correct?
Yep. Thank you for reminding me of the thing that I definitely didn't forget.
No worries. 2 ignored, so 10 wounds against that unit.
Fine. And so what I think I'm going to do is just try and make your charge a little bit harder.
Oh, yeah, sure. I wasn't going to charge anyway.
Well, you might as well have tried.
No, I'm joking.
You might as well have tried.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll take these and then just 1 second.
Okay. So you've taken off a whole bunch of stuff, extended the charge. What kind of charge am I looking at there, just so I know?
A 9, I think.
9-inch charge. Okie dokie.
Yeah, you just have to be within half an inch, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tempting as it is, and it surely is tempting.
I'm just going to put this to denote how many I lost from the unit.
That's so messed up, by the way. I didn't even bother circling around the terrain, the objective. I just didn't move at all with that. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's go for the charge.
Yep.
Just for the shenanigans, fun of it. Looking for a 9 then. No, I'm not going to command re-roll that. And I don't think I get +1 charge off of anything. Pretty certain I don't.
It just goes digging through the cards to find
You survived. That takes us into Battle Shock for you.
Yep. So they are... I'm just going to check this up. I believe they're... I will roll it first anyways. Ooh! So I've lost 5. They are Bravery 8. I should have just command point ignored it, shouldn't I? Yeah.
Given you've allowed me so many baxes, do you want to just command point that? Because you did lose a bunch. I'm happy for you to use a baxi on that one and just command it, because that's pretty...
Logically, I should have done.
Yeah.
But...
No, look, do it if you want.
Okay.
Do it if you want.
Okay, there's no more baxies for me.
So that takes you down to 1 command point. We're equal on command points going into the turn of the turn. Just to recap on some score then, which I'm going to need to work out. I control 3 objectives. The question is do I control 4? I have 5 models on that objective. Is that guy out of range by any chance?
I think I deployed them all so that he has a toe in.
But you did do a retreat, didn't you?
But not with him.
Oh, okay. That was your second row, though.
Yeah. So when I deployed them, I
might
have done
all models. You had all models.
They all had their toe in.
No, okay. And you know what? Looking at it, you do indeed have a toe in. So you are good. That's pretty good that you had the command point. So I don't control more than you? No, I don't. 3 to 3. I think you definitely control that one over there, don't you?
Well, for saying that, you can test these, right? If you've got 5 to 5 on this, unless to these guys have got a toe in, then you control 3, and I control...
you don't control...
1, right?
Oh, that's a good point, because I am contesting that one, not that one, though.
Well, can you see for me whether or not this guy is him or the Griff?
Let's just have a quick look. No, I mean the Griff right on the edge, so you could argue the Griff.
Is he within on?
He didn't make it.
He's
remember?
out.
He didn't make it.
Just do a 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll let you didn't call it either way.
The higher the better. So
Okay.
you're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have said what does it
No,
mean.
that's fine.
So what did we do there? He's right on the edge. It's a friendly match. We just rolled off to see if he was on the objective or not.
Yep.
And given he did that kind of reshuffle and probably nudged some of his own models around as he was doing it, I'm just happy to do a roll off and count it. Either way, that gives me 1 command point for controlling 1, 1 command point for controlling more than 1, and I did indeed achieve a Savage Spearhead, which put 2 monsters onto wholly within the opponent's territory. That is a question whether he made it, actually. Good point. Oh, he did. We're going to count. You know what? If we're counting your guy, we're counting,
that's fine.
We're counting
that's
him.
fine. I'm happy.
Let's just think about this. He was
happy for that.
15-inch move, and he was
9, and he was 9.
He was
from
9
the edge,
inches.
so the 9.
Yeah, okay, right. Okay, we'll count him.
Just have it.
So that's 4 points for me, and we go into your turn.
Yep.
Right, okay then, let's just do that. You control until it's taken, even if it's contested, says James, and that's the whole point. So you... made no odds anyway.
Yep.
Thank you, James, that's brilliant. Do it, Phil. I'm not quite sure what that was for. Maybe that was that terrible no 6s on the roll to hit. Right, okay, let's go into your turn, your hero phase.
Okay.
Right, okay, we're over to you. While you have a think about your hero phase, I'm just going to quickly update the score, if that's okay. Give me a second, folks. Like I say, it's a live show, and we don't have anybody manning the cameras, so I do apologise. So that's 4 to me, I think, was the score for that one, giving me a total of 4. So there you go. That is the score point updated with the battle tactic Savage Spearhead. Let's not forget what we're doing. We're into your hero phase, which means a command point for me because my general's on the table. Is your general on the table?
Yes.
Command point for you, taking us both to 2 command points. You need to decide what you're doing in terms of battle tactic and heroic ability.
Yep.
And decide which you're calling first.
So, I am going to do... You know when you place down the spell and it says units within 6 have got -1 attack?
You you didn't dispel
No. Is that at that point, or if they move away from that point, do they still have the -1 attack? The unit gets affected.
Yeah, it gets affected. Cool. Yeah, it's not an aura that persists.
No,
I think
that's
is
fine.
the term.
That is fine.
You know why I've been really struggling? I've had my wrong glasses on. Jack will laugh at that.
You can't read.
No, I've played like the wrong glasses before, and I can't see a thing. I can't see what's happening on the table because they're like really close-up glasses. I have no idea what's going on.
That's what.
Just move them a bit if you want.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to see.
So what? Yeah, okay. Do you want to talk it through? What do you?
So what I'm trying to see now is if I put, because I can't shoot at these, but I'm trying to see if I can put down the Star Drake and just charge them.
Right.
Now I could put the Star Drake down here and just charge them. That's very close to a very big Gargant.
Oh, he's friendly though. His name's Lundy.
So if I'm to do that, I'd probably also want to put down the Bowboy somewhere and shoot them. I'm also wondering whether or not to throw the Star Drake instead over that way. Choices, right?
It's hard.
Choices.
It's hard to know what to do. You see, you were laughing at me for taking my time. No. You know what though? I did burn enough time to play both. I think you've got 6 minutes.
I've got 6. I've got 6 minutes. I love it.
Oh, remember Joking Miss stops run too. Thank you, Jack. You're an absolute star. You can't run as well.
Thank you, Jack. That's okay. I think they're largely here to hold objectives at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not sponsored by Coca-Cola, but if you need a refreshing drink, that won't do your kidneys any good.
Other drinks are available.
Coca-Cola. Oh, I couldn't have said any of this. We can't put this on YouTube now.
Okay. So hero phase, I'm going to choose to do the ferocious advance. So choose 3 units.
Yeah.
Oh no, they have to be able to run as well. That was an amazing use.
Yeah, I know.
Of that, so I can't even do that.
I knew, but I forgot to tell you.
Oh, that's a great one. I love that.
That's really bad.
So all of those can't run.
Yeah, they can't. All of those units. Can't
so
run,
I can't do that one then.
Do you want to go through the pack, because we've got this handy set of cards that were given to us by Games Workshop at the tournament.
Who's your Warlord? Who's your Warlord?
Warlord is Swamp Boss Slumdrake. Well, actually, he's not Swamp Boss Slumdrake. He is simply just a Sludge Raker Swamp Boss. So that's my Warlord. He, just as a heads up, of course, he has the Amulet of Destiny with a 5-up Ignore as well.
Yep.
I mean, I've no doubt with, for instance, your archers, you could probably remove it. It's just absolutely vile, isn't it? But he does have the Amulet of Destiny. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Do you want to know wounds? He's 14 wounds. And he's on a natural
so he's
save.
So he's effectively 21 wounds. Okay. I am going to select to try to destroy a battle line unit.
Ooh.
And I'm going to choose the Gut Rippers over here.
That should pose no problem to you whatsoever.
No, because I'm going to throw a Star Drake at them.
Yeah, so fine. I mean, he's got to make the charge.
Well, he's got Luckstone, so he chooses his charge. Yeah. Okay, and then I am going to say that I'm going to do... I'm going to go for an extra command point.
Okay.
So, 4 up. Yep. So I will give that to him.
Nice. I will go for... I'll go for the command point on a 4. Whoa! Straight out the table. And the 6. So taking me to 3 command points. And you were also on 3, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Your movement? Oh, sorry, no, hero phase. Sorry.
Yep. So, Bastion, I'm just checking after you use his ability. Yep. Once per turn in your hero phase, pick an enemy unit on the battlefield and roll a number of dice equal to their wounds characteristic. Each 6 is a mortal wound.
Jolly good.
So, I will pick...
Lundy, yeah?
Yeah. The biggie. The big guy. Because he's rolling lots of dice, and who doesn't love that?
Yeah. Do you know how many wounds he's got?
He's got 35, doesn't he?
Yes.
Standard Gargant there. So here is 10. Here is 15. I'm gonna do 20 and then 15 because that's a reasonable amount to roll into a tray.
On the tray. Come on then, do him.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's a lot like my shot. One mortal wound so far. And
then I'll take 4 more dice out and roll these. These better all be 6s just to even out.
Oh, now
I've cursed them.
Yeah.
2 more. 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds, taking him down to 32 wounds. Yeah. Okay. Both, I think you and I hoped for more out of our 6s, didn't we?
Yeah, those are cursed dice, Phil.
Sorry. Oh, right, here we go, blaming the dice.
I blame the dice.
Yeah. I think they do need a polish, actually. I don't know whether dirty dice don't work as well.
Spells.
Zeech is pleased by the auto roll.
So, hero phase, I'm going to do... I'm going to spend the command points.
Yes.
And I'm going to do the one I'll never remember the name of. The one that lets you try and bring back people.
Rally.
That's the one.
Yep.
So 5 dice.
Yep.
Because I've already rolled all the non-6s. So.
Yeah. Now's the time.
2 come back.
2 models back. Perfect. Okay.
Cool. And then I will do my spells.
Okay.
Yep. How
are we doing?
We're doing okay.
How many casters you got?
We're doing okay. Just the one.
Just the one. How many spells has he got?
Just the one.
How many wounds has he got?
5.
Okay.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
Are you aware of the Mork says no rule?
Oh, no, go for this.
Okay, so Mork says no. Every time I attempt to deny, if I beat your deny, it's like D3 mortal wounds. If once per game I can squeeze my Mandrake, little thing gives me a 3d6 deny. If the deny is more than 10, sorry, I should have mentioned that. If the deny is more than 10, I think it's D6 mortal wounds. And
seriously, I'm gonna have a check of that because that might affect my decision.
I am going to check it for you because I think it's right. Each time I unbind a spell, the caster suffers D3. If the spell is unbind with an unbinding roll of 10+, the caster suffers D6. But obviously, I get 3d6 at that 10+ with the
you should, on average, get
mandates. Well, I think average is 9.5, so it's actually still need you to be above it on 3 dice.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go for it anyway. So
okay.
I am going to go, and I'm going to try and do Mystic Shield on this unit.
On that unit. Okay. Dying for Mystic Shield, you know.
Yep.
Go for it.
Well, to be honest, at this point...
No, do it. Do it. You're right. You got to do something.
Yeah.
You know, if we don't play, then you don't play,
10.
do you? You got a 10. Well, I'm going to have to Mork says no with my 3d6 because I want to beat that with an 11 anyway.
Yep.
So here we go. And that is...
Oh, it's 11.
That's no, it's 12.
Oh, 12.
It's 12. So
nice.
I have indeed beaten you for d6 mortal wounds. And it's 4 mortal wounds. 6 up pig. No, he wasn't.
I think he's too far away from the objective for it.
But his little beastie is. Does he count as one?
No. It's this guy.
Oh, is that right?
It's that guy.
Okay, so 4 mortal wounds.
Yep.
Is that one wound remaining? Of course, it's 5 wounds.
1 wound remaining.
Oh man. Imagine if I killed that.
Yeah. I could see it happening.
Yeah,
I could see it happening.
You could see it happening. Okay.
Yep. And
my Mandrake is gone now, though, so it's just down to the standard Mork says no now.
Yep. And I'm going to try and cast relocation, or translocation rather, on Bastion.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's a prayer, is it?
It's a
Not
prayer.
A spell.
It's a prayer from the Lord Relictor.
Okay, understood. Right.
So on a 2-up.
Yep.
Oh, 6. Well, actually, I think it's a 4 that goes to 3, but it works.
It's all good.
So redeploy him more than 9 inches from one of yours. I've got it. It's kind of tempting to try and come in here. Does this affect charge rolls?
You will have to go up and over it, so
okay.
or around it, yeah. All terrain, you know, measure up and down.
Yep.
Exciting stuff. The sheer tension we've got.
Tension. Okay.
Your objective was kill a battle line, wasn't it?
Yep.
You do have the dragon, and the dragon can choose its charge. So does that not guarantee what it will do anyway? Does this mean you know? That's all I'm kind of talking it through with you.
Yeah, and I am wondering this. It's whether or not then, but then the dragon will be over there, which you'll probably look to try and address.
Yeah.
So it's whether or not it then actually creates more things for you to try to solve. But I do agree then I could end up with him sort of over there and then not being able to do an awful lot.
Pretty fat. Oh, you mean the Bastion guy?
Well, he moves 6.
He moves 6, and you know, with charges and all the rest. I've got plenty of stuff for you to daisy chain along with, I suppose. Plus, I can't ignore him. You know, otherwise he's just going to go deleting my objectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose he's just a steady walk to win, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's what he's known. He's got a rule called walk to win.
Walk to win. Walk this way.
I'm going to bring up the map cam so people can see what you're doing.
Yep. So I'm going to place him over there. Oh, I'll pass you over. Can you put him at the end of
Sure.
that line?
Just somewhere back there, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Like that.
Yep.
Like that. It's a great model, isn't it? Beautiful.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Put him...
Oh, right. Okay. Yep, that's good.
If you put him here...
Yeah, you call it.
There we go. Because I think that's still through the Wildwoods. The Bolt Boys can't see him from there, right?
Oh, would you want to come round a little bit more? Because you have to cross 3 inches,
Okay.
So
yep.
Let's just do that, and there's no doubt then. And you're not blocked by the terrain either.
Yep.
As in, lengthening your attack.
And then that's the end of my hero phase. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten, but I can't think of it.
Okay, into movement.
Movement phase. This happens at the end of movement phase, so put him down there. These guys are trying to desperately hold the line against Lundy. I don't think anything's changing there.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. Do you need line of sight for denying?
No, just wizard with it. Deny to cast. No, just within 30 inch.
Okay. I'll just try and put him behind this piece of terrain.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, and he's using his lantern on these guys, which just means that they have +1 to save.
Okie dokie.
Although saying that, I'm going to choose instead to use his lantern to try to do D3 mortal wounds to your general.
You've used the command points, haven't you? Taking you to 2 command points, is that right?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember.
I used rally.
Rally, that was it.
So on a 2-up with his lantern, choosing this guy here. Just got to check. He's got to be wholly within 18. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Interestingly, the Bolt Boys are. Because it just says you just pick an enemy unit wholly within 18.
Yeah.
Doesn't say you have to see them.
Sounds shenanigan-y.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And then on 2-up, D3 mortal wounds. Yep, so it is 1 mortal wound.
Ooh, 1 wound.
Ooh, spicy.
Spicy.
I was hoping to get rid of at least one of them. So that was that. I'm going to shuffle him back. Do you mind helping me out with the dice camera? I want to make sure that they're still in objectives, but just moving them back. Yeah.
I mean, you've got plenty at the moment. Are you talking about the back row also in the objective?
Back row.
Okay, he needs to go forward a little tag.
Okay.
And that's basically it. You know, you're basically it. Yeah, you're good. He can pivot that way a little bit more if you want, but there's more than 5 models, isn't there?
Yeah, I know, it's good.
So you're breaking... okay, so
there you go.
Are they 1 unit treated as 1 base by any chance?
These
the Griffhound, yeah.
So
how does it count? Because obviously with the Potgrot Shaman,
it just says
stay within an inch, and then they're treated as 1 base. Yeah,
he's treated as a single model.
Yeah. The reason that's important is like you could have the Griffhound on the objective, and it counts, and it gives you actually quite a big area because you've got the 2 40mm bases plus the 1 inch gap in between, haven't you? Right. Is anybody still awake in the chat? Who knows? Jack's there. But that's,
there we go, faithful Jack.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. But apologies, we are, I know I'm struggling to maintain a semblance of am I doing everything correctly. Do you want a 9 inch on this guy?
Yeah, please. Yes, I mean, he's going to end up charging in, so I wouldn't worry too much.
You know, things count.
Yeah. It's good use of the swamp cooler just to keep them out of range. I'm going to put them here, I think.
Yeah?
Because I can't put them anywhere there that they're meaningful, that Lundy can't turn around and just walk on them.
The archers, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think we are doing okay at the moment. Just checking on. Scoreboard appears to be working. Yes, I think we're good. There goes your archers.
Okay, shooting phase.
Shooting.
Star Drake is going to shoot your boss over here. So 30-inch range.
Yeah, I am going to all-out defense him.
Okay, he's got -3 rend on this, just as a.
Okay, good point. But then again, you're probably going to follow up with the archers anyway, so I'll just call it now, because I might as well benefit from it now rather than take a bunch of wounds.
Yep.
And then take a bunch more.
Definitely. Okay.
-3 rend, of course, it takes into a 3-up save, so it still gives me a 6-up save followed by a 5-up ignore.
Okay, so 4 shots, 3s and 2s. So, of course, to that, and then 2s to wound. Yep, so 2 saves at -3, please, 3 damage each.
So 2 saves would be 2 6-up saves. Both going
2 damage each, sorry.
2 damage each.
Yep.
That's a 5-up ignore. All going through, so that's 4 wounds. Good rolling out of there.
Okay, and then we've got... So we've got
all the dice.
8 of them with the bows that do mortals on 6s.
Okay.
So we'll do those first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 16 shots.
Hold on a second. Who are you fighting at, shooting at?
So I'm using the shooting from these guys, and they're shooting into him.
Okay, great stuff.
And I'm going to use all-out attack on these guys.
Okay, well, he's already got all-out defense, so...
Good mileage.
Yeah, well, exactly. Get the mileage out of those things. Oh, that takes me down to 2 command points, of course. And takes you down to 1 command point, I believe. Is that correct?
Actually... No, I should have been on 3 originally, because what I did was I spent the command point from him that I rolled in the heroic
That's what
actions.
took you to 3, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So where was the other one? That he used it
You've
on
used the command point for
Oh,
rally,
I see what you mean. Yeah, okay.
taking you to 2. Now you're using all-out attack.
So now I use Bastion's one.
Because
he's got once per turn, not per battle round. It's per player turn.
Right. Okay. What, he gains an extra point?
No, he can issue 1 command ability board wide to Hammers of Sigmar, as long as.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about issuing it. I'm just saying it takes you down to 1 point though, not 2. You had 3. Yeah. You've spent 1 taking you to 2. Then you all out attack, which takes you down to 1.
No, sorry, but that's what I'm saying. But he does it for free.
Oh, he does it for free. Oh, okay. Sorry. Right. Okay. Do apologise. I just thought you meant to get like a table wide.
No, without a command point.
Oh, okay, fine. You're still on 2 then.
Okay. So this is going to be, these are hitting on 2s, mortals on 6s.
Boom!
So
cursed dice.
3 mortals.
Yep.
And only 2 misses.
Oh, somehow feels like you're disappointed in that.
So, and then
3's the wound?
3's the wound, yep.
Yeah, feels very Stormcasty.
It does, doesn't it? Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 saves at -1, please.
Okay, so that is 8 saves at -1. Takes into a 4-up save. So 8 4-ups. That is 5 going through, 3 saved, and 3 mortal wounds to start with. So that makes me 8 ignores on a 5. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4 more wounds going through.
There's a 4 there as well.
Sorry, was there? In which case 5 then. So that takes him to 9 wounds taken. Okay.
So that is all of my shooting. So then we go into charge phase.
Okay.
So the first one we'll try and do is I'll see if Bastion can get in on the gut rippers. So it should be a 9-inch charge.
Sure thing.
That is definitely not.
Nope. Command reroll. You're full of command points. I'm joking.
I am full of command points.
You want to do it? Really? 9-inch though?
What else am I going to use?
A wise man
what
once
else
said,
am I going to use?
A wise man once said, never command reroll a 9-inch.
We always lose them at the end of the battle round.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
So I'm gonna command point reroll it. No, you're right. Absolutely right. And then the Star Drake will use his luck stone to automatically go.
So automatically, where do you want to go is the next question, because you can you automatically go up to 12-inch? You can't. Yeah. So let's just have a look at this. The furthest you could get to is there, and still be within ½ inch. It's up to you how far you want to take him. I'm assuming you kind of want to use that range, don't you? I can't redeploy, can I? Because you weren't within 9 inches of me. Is that right?
No, it was also the fact that he got deployed.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't know, but it's the redeploy only allowed you to do it if they move or run. Yeah,
exactly. So he dropped down, and even then, you've got to be within 9 inch anyway. So there was just no way.
Exactly.
Paul England's got to go to work. Matthew Roberts saying armies look amazing. Thank you very much, Matthew.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Catch up with this in the morning. Kruleboyz for the win.
I think you might be right.
I seriously don't think so, but we'll go. At least both of us are ultimately confident in our armies. Okay.
Yep. So I've made my charge, and now I'm going to use my last command point for the round to do all-out attack.
We need to do the monstrous abilities and those kind of things. So monstrous rampage. So shall we just, even though it's kind of classing it as the combat phase, there you go. Some nice shot of the armies. Apologies for the frame rate, but we're doing our best with the live footage. And you don't really need frame rate for this footage, do you? Okay. Then you can choose. A monstrous ability.
How many command points you got left?
I have 2 command points left.
Yep.
You have.
I've got the 1 left. So I think I'm gonna choose to try to raw that unit.
Yes. Yeah. Good idea. So raw. You need to roll a 3 up. Thinking twice. You could stomp, but if you stomp, what's his rend in attacks?
So he's got -2 or -1 on his attacks, and that's what I'm wondering. But he gets to try to just eat 3 of them.
Yeah.
They got 2 wounds each, don't they?
Yes, they have, yeah.
I think I'm going to stomp them just to try to get more... Dead. Which might be wrong, but there we go. So this happens on a 2 up, am I right?
Stomp is on a 2 up, yes. It is indeed D3 mortal wounds.
I saw it.
What? I love the laugh we both give. Just like,
I hate the D3s. I hate D3 so much. Might as well just say 1.
1 mortal wound, and that takes us into the combat round. I will, of course, given what you've just done, all out defense those guys, taking me down to 1 command point remaining. You have the option of all out attacking with him. You
Which I will do.
A command point left.
Which I will do.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I feel vindicated though, because if I'd rolled raw was on a 3 up, I wouldn't have got it. So there you go.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, so his hammer first, 3 attacks. Oh, sorry, after he makes a pile-in move, which he does at the start of his combat, I try to eat 3 of your guys. So I get to pick 3 models and basically
kind of almost
roll over their wounds characters.
I was going to say almost an irrelevant. It kind of isn't. For instance, do you roll anyway? And then I'll give you an idea of what they do in the unit.
So all 3 are getting eaten.
3 are getting eaten. Champion, standard bearer, and musician takes out all of my abilities in terms of, for instance, the hornbow gives me +1 charge. That's irrelevant. I do get 1 bravery from the banner, and I get +1 attack from the champion. There's no stopping me from a pile-in perspective.
No, exactly. So there's nothing to stop you doing that.
Do you just want to take out the abilities from the unit?
I think that's probably makes the most sense.
Okay, so that's the banner, the hornblower, and the champion.
Yep.
Okay.
So attacks then. So 3 hitting on these are 2s and 2s. Yep. And wound on 2s. Yep. So these are at -2 rend 2 damage.
How many saves? Sorry.
3.
-2 rend. I'm all out attack, so I'm on a 4 up save. So this is a 6 up save. There was two going through,
3.
wasn't there? 3. Sorry. I asked you that twice.
Yeah, that's okay.
Looking for 6s. No 6s at all.
So 3 of them die.
3 of them more dead. Any more attacks?
Yep. I'd hope so. I'd really hope so.
Well, I'd kind of assumed so, but you never know, do you?
So D6 attacks with the sweeping tail. 5. So these are 2s, then 3s. So that's 2 at -1. And these are 2 damage again.
Okay, so 2 at -1 puts me back to a 5 up. And both going through 2 damage.
Yep.
So that is 2 more dead. You have 2 left.
And then I've got 4 attacks, 2s and 3s. Oh, yeah, and that's why we all out attack. So 2 more.
2 more saves. I'm going to pick 2 different dice. No, I have a lot of luck with those dice. Rend?
-2.
Oh, back to 6s. No. 2 damage?
Yep.
That's the unit. Cool.
Yep.
Good stuff.
So that is my battle tactics scored. and I also control more objectives than you now.
I believe you do, yes. So let me just quickly tidy up these units for a second. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, you know, we rolled my shooting here. I didn't roll my 2 special bows.
Go for your 2 special bows. Let's allow backseat.
So they're D6 shots each, +1 for 1 on the prime. So it's 2D6 +1. So it's only 4. So these are going to be 2s and 3s, same as before.
Okay.
So 3 saves at -1, please.
3 saves at -1, taking into a 4-up save. 2 going through.
And then you've got your 5 up in.
How much damage then?
1 damage.
Oh, 1 damage. So 5 up ignore on that.
Yep.
Not enough to kill him, I'm warning you now.
No.
And I do
Just
table 1, so 10 wounds taken on that model there. Okay.
How many has he got total?
He's got 14 in total.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've done good.
So I thought that was how many he had left. I was like, he's still very healthy.
No, sorry. That 1 wound was indeed to a unit that no longer exists. At that, then, we're in your battle shock. You enjoyed. 3 points from the, what do you call it? From the objectives. You know, 1 more than me. And then 2 from your battle tactic, taking you to 5 points. So it's 5 to 4 going into turn 2.
Yep.
We need to do the roll-off.
Yep.
Okay, here we go then.
Can we both roll camera at the same time? Or do you
we can have a roll on here. Yeah, that's good. A roll off then. Here we go. 1. And I went first, so I go first. I can't believe you rolled a 1 on top of my 1. That is pretty disgraceful.
It was. It was.
To be honest, if I were you, I'd resign the game at that point.
Hey, I was. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's how it goes. You can't be upset that you didn't get to go twice.
No, you can never be upset, because that's never a good thing. Okay, right, I wasn't prepared for that, because when I rolled the 1, my brain had already resigned myself to... That's the Jack, you did mention scare tactics, and thank you very much for mentioning scare tactics, but of course the dragon was a big, massive dragon. Scare tactics doesn't work on monsters. I've got a thing with my shields that can scare you, basically. Sure. And it's in the charge phase, and it's 12 inches, so I could have got away with it. Does Matt get another point because he killed the battle line with a monster? That is a good point.
Good question.
I don't think for that one it is. Which one did you choose?
Broken ranks. Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on a second then, folks. So
I like
let's
Big
just
Tom.
do this.
I like Big
Tom. I'm loving Big Tom too. Thanks for that, Big Tom. You did indeed get your battle tactic, and you do gain 6 points in total. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, maxed out on the 6 points. But it's the last points you score. I'm so dead now I've said that. Here we go into my hero phase. And I do need to just give a little bit of a thought about what I do with this. Because it has caught me a little bit. Right, here we go.
Yep.
Let's just do this. I'm going to put poison on this unit.
So new battle rounds and new command points.
They are, yeah. Oh, good point. Good point. So command points. I at least now do earn 2 command points from that.
Yep. And I'm on 3.
You're on 3. Lundy. Finest hour. You know what I'm going to go with? I'm going to go with finest hour on... Crikey. How am I going to do this? They're going to be so... That's going to be so hard to kill, isn't it?
I don't think it would be as hard as you think.
Okay, let's go for finest hour on... Jeez. He doesn't have a ward.
No ward.
How many wounds?
18.
Oh, he's got a lot of wounds. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for finest hour on this guy here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not sure it's a smart move because he's injured. That's why I'm kind of... By the way, there's no point trying to do heroic recovery with this army because their leadership is so shocking. That's why it's utterly pointless to do that.
I think I'll do heroic recovery on my little...
Does he not gain the 6-up ward, by the way, for being within
the objective? He will now, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of assumed he wouldn't be near an objective.
He
So he is
is by sheer coincidence. He's
Yep.
there. Yeah, okay then.
So I'm going heroic recovery on my little wizard. So, yep. So,
Yep.
So,
just one, yeah, just one.
Then D3s.
Right, okay then. I think I will go with probably Monstrous Takeover at this point.
Yeah,
because Lundy's over there.
That's a done
seems to
thing.
be the one to go with. And I hope to God Lundy can't mess that up.
Huh.
But you never know, do you? Right, next up is spells. I really need to try and do something interesting with this guy. Right, you're outside of 12 inch. What have I got? I've got an 18 inch range with Sneaky Miasma. You're going to stop that. And I have Choking Mist. Let's go for Choking Mist again at this point. Nasty Hex is out of range, so Choking Mist on a 6 does not go off.
Does he not have any benefits to cast?
No, Gobsprack is awful. Yeah, I mean, that's all. But the one thing he's got going for really is the Mork says no.
Yeah.
There's
Which is
just
super
nothing
good.
It's great. It's great, but it doesn't always work. In which case, then I will go for Summon Boggy Mist. I think.
What does that one do?
Add one to charge rolls for friendly Kruleboyz units on the battlefield.
Oh, so everyone.
So everyone. The reason I'm thinking of going for that is
that kind of surprises me.
Close over there. Makes them down to an 8-inch charge. So yeah, let's go for it. It makes a difference. 6. Summon Boggy Mist goes off on a 7. No, it fails. The output of magic, like I say, is not great. If you're lucky enough to get it, it's good.
Yep.
But it's one of those things. It doesn't always work out. Yep. Okay, and this is why moving over here was really important when I said I completely forgot to do my movement phase because I got all giddy. And I'm certainly paying the price of that now. So remember that, folks. Let's go into my movement phase, though. Let's start doing that. Can he shoot?
Yes.
What's his shooting like?
It's that one that's 4 shots, 3s and 2s, minus 3/2 damage. It's pretty damn good.
Yes. Does he have? Oh, by the way, do you want to do a really?
I was just looking at that. I think that I think I've got enough command points that I probably do. I'll use Bastion's free one for this turn to redeploy him. So it's only 2 inches to be fair. Can you move him just 2 inches that way, which would make it harder for both him and them?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful, of course. Is it literally a slide back 2 inch, or do you want to
like this way 2 inches?
2 inches that way. Okay, then. So what I'm going to do is
basically you want to stay close enough.
So that's
yeah.
Okay, sounds good. That's cool. Right, Gobsprack, need you over here, my friend. It's time for you to do something.
We're going to have a war.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's going to be hard put to do anything with them. But oh, by the way, of course, poison on those. I was saying it before we kind of get that. But right, in which case, Gut Rippers. The best I can do. I don't think they can even make that charge now.
Are they -2 from going through?
Well, I missed the Summon Boggy Mist. No, they wouldn't be -2 from. Okay. Where'd you get that from?
Oh, because we were talking about.
If you go up and over,
I'm used to playing 40k.
Oh, I was going to say if you go up and over, then yes, definitely. Sure. But
I also never knew whether Wildwoods or anything had a rule or anything like that.
No, nothing. Terrain is a very physical thing in this game, isn't it? 10 inches will get me into you with that unit. And I think, if I remember rightly, with the musician. I add 1 to charge, so a 9-inch will get me in on that unit, assuming everything has gone off at that point. Let's just do the rest of my movements then. Lundy, me old fella, me lad.
I wonder where Lundy's going.
He's gonna saunter over here, really. He's just got to keep outside of your 3-inch. Have you got any archers over this side of the table at all?
No.
Okay, Lundy, come on.
I kind of forgot that. Yeah, you could just stand on there. That's on me. That is on me.
Walks across terrain and does whatever he wants. Yeah, he's
a big boy.
He's a big lad. He has a lot of fun. I'm gonna try and. Have you got any teleport rules left in the army or any units not on the table at this point?
No, but he can give one within 18 and basically do a redeploy like what we did with Bastion.
Okay, Potgrot's going to run at this stage.
Yeah.
Cock dice. 2, giving him a 7-inch move. I'm going to lose 1. Going to lose 1, which gives me 5-inch. He can literally just do that. Okay.
Yep.
The little guy following him.
I love that you name him. You say I'm going to move the Potgrot, not I'm going to move the Shaman.
Oh yeah,
Potgrot's
in charge. Yeah,
Potgrot's
the Shaman's just following him around.
Yep.
That's the way to do it. And then that leaves me with just wanting to achieve that 17. So sorry, it's 15, isn't it? Is what I would need to do. No, they'll stay where they are.
Okay.
The reduced dice will be fine. And as long as I did... Will you allow me a half
Yeah,
inch
of course,
pushback?
of course.
Yeah.
Is it wholly within 12? That's pretty big. I thought it was wholly within 6 for him.
You know what? I'm pretty certain it's 12, but now you've got me second guessing.
Yep.
I
read this once and now I'm just like making you second guess your
Well, you know, that's the way to do it though, isn't it? That's how you win games.
You make up rules and then you get
wholly within 12.
Bro.
Okay. All right.
That's huge.
Okay, so we are at that. That's the end of movement. I'm pretty certain.
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got Lundy in shooting.
Oh God, yeah, he shoots, doesn't he?
Does he score though? That's the question.
Oh.
Lundy's going to shoot at your wizard.
Yeah, I figured. I should have so kept him near people for -1. There you go.
He's on. Did I call Finest Hour on Lundy? No, I called Finest
on him.
Hour on him, didn't he? I've got 2 command points. Do I care about this? No. 3 up to hit.
Oh.
3 up to hit. He
Oh,
hits. 2's to wound. Ah! That was a -3 rend 4 damage.
Just tanks it. Just hits with the boulder.
tanks
Doesn't
it.
care.
Yeah, just doesn't care.
Doesn't care. Just one boulder.
Just one boulder. And then we are into the Kruleboyz. I'm going to just shuffle the camera around like that so you can see, hopefully, what they're shooting at, which is that big fat hairy dragon over there.
Yep.
I am going to have to, as I mentioned, I've not moved them because I needed the range. And I just decided to take the less shots, basically, which is the only way to do it.
Yep.
So this is 27-inch range, so they're all kind of in range. I'm going to argue that guy hasn't got line of sight. It does say any point on the model.
I wouldn't worry. Just take him. Just take. We've had enough.
I hate to tell you this, but the spike of his bow easily sees the tip of that wing. So.
That's going to be the quote that's remembered from this game.
Yeah. I hate
win
to
at
tell
all
you
costs,
this.
Phil.
It's filthy, but it is.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just following the rules.
Just following the rules. Did they never change this? Because at one point people were like, no, it was measuring from bases because people were like, I'll have a sword that's half the length of the board.
It was when you didn't measure from bases is when it got absolutely filthy. Okay then, so still within 12-inch, but I'm still looking for 6s.
Yes.
But I am hitting on 2s this time.
Nice. Are you doing the short shots, the close shots?
This is the aimed shot for the extra range. Yes. So it was all of.
But you don't get as many shots this time.
40k an imposter because he killed it. Oh no, Encanter took a boulder to the face and wasn't wounded. She's a tank.
Yep.
-3 rend 4 damage. Just that boulder should have finished it. No, that's not what these are. I'm just
no. It's because you get less shots for the sure shots, don't you?
Oh yes, yeah. I'm down to 10 shots now. 9 models, extra shot coming out of the boss. Okay.
It sounded like a lot of dice in hand. There you go. He's like,
I'm making them sound more than they are.
Scare tactics.
Scare tactics. In which case, here we go. I'm looking for 6s, but 2s do hit. No 6s.
Oh.
That is not good at all. And then to wound. Oh, sorry. Do you want to all out
It's
defense?
too late.
No, you can do.
No, it's fine.
I was asking you, but you distracted me with asking about dice. So.
I think it makes sense because, and then I can still do all out defense again in the fight phase.
Combat. Yes, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Okay. I would. You've got 3 points.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is the answer to that one. Now I am looking for 3s to wound. Oh, really? The dice are against me at this point,
5.
but that is 5 wounds at -1 rend.
Okay, so 5 3-up saves, and any 6s do a mortal wound back at you. Even at I'm gonna check the wording of this, but even at ranged. Oh no, melee weapon. Yeah. That's why we read. So 5 3-ups. 2 go through.
Okay, so that is 4 damage.
4. Oh yeah, I forgot. They're 2 damage each. Have you got a little wound marker I can use?
Yeah, sure. This should do. This should do him. So for counting up, are you okay with counting up? 4 wounds taken.
Whichever way you want.
Right. Okay then. I think that's shooting phase over. Yeah, it is. We are into charges.
Yep.
Oh no! I almost pressed stop stream then. That's what's terrifying me about this entire thing.
No, you need like a little flip down catch over that button.
It's just terrifying.
Like a missile kill switch.
I'm so concerned I'm just going to kill the stream or something like that. I thought we could possibly do live shows with 2 people, but it is quite a challenge to concentrate on that and try and think about the game. So maybe we need a 3rd person in here. Just trying to be COVID safe, you know? Charges.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Gut Rippers first.
Sure.
Needing an 8 because of the +1 to charge. And I do get the 8, so I am in.
I thought, no, you needed a 9 because it was 10 down to 8. 10 down to 9.
You know what? You could be right. And you are right. It's a 9 I needed.
Yeah.
Buggeration. Well remembered, though. Do I command reroll? Yes, I do. I want to take... How many wounds has it got left?
14.
It's got 14 wounds left.
What was this? Never spend a command point reroll on a 9.
On a 9. No, never do it.
It'll work.
You know why?
No, it'll work.
Because of that.
It doesn't work.
It never works.
It doesn't work.
Okay, then. In which case, then, let's just get the Sludge Raker in. No, sorry, Gobsprite.
It's fine.
Sorry.
That's what I'd say if I saw a 1.
It was the it was the shooting. Your
I see. So
he's only got 4 wounds left, so Gobsprite needed to take the beating basically. Do you want to do your crazy Overwatch?
What's his save like?
Gobsprite's not amazing. He is
5 up, isn't he?
a 5 up with a 6 up ignore.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna
-1 to hit, of course.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a command point to do this. I can see why you did that, because if I did that, I'd just killing him. Yeah. Okay, so 4 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. -3 rend damage 2.
So it goes through. Damage 2.
So just 2 damage.
2 wounds. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right.
One thing I probably should have said and did completely forget in the list of it.
Go.
No, just my general's command trait.
Yeah.
The dragon's -1 to wound.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
No. It's good to know.
At least
it's
good to know
before I commit my entire army to it.
I'm glad I sent the list over to you earlier. So
here we go then. So charging from the Sludge Raker on a 7, and I'm pretty. Yeah, we're good. Certainly well within the ½ inch. So Sludge Raker in. Models not allowing it, but
sure,
good enough. Yeah. Oh, I gained a wound back as I did that charge. That's handy.
It's always good.
Okay, I think that's... Oh!
Yeah, that's
Lundy.
it, that's it.
That's it, isn't it? Lundy going for a charge.
Double ones.
11.
He goes where he wants.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I do want to try and capture this objective, but, you know, the question is whether I just walk over and then hit her for the D6 and pile back round to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could even stomp on her.
You go there. Yeah?
Yep.
Are you okay with that?
Do you want me to just move the spear train?
You know what? For the game's sake, yes, if you want, and then we'll move it back to that position. But he's basically floating up on there. Okay, that charge is over, but we do need to do some shenanigans over there, of course. Before we do anything, because it's still in the charge phase, we need to do the Mega Gargants. It's not Smashdown. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say you've also got your Monstrous, but you can pick the order, right?
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, exactly. So let's do the Smashdown first.
Okay.
It's the Almighty Stomp? No, it's not. Hold on.
I think Smashdown's for a garrisoned unit, isn't it?
It is. There's somewhere in here. It's not Longshanks. It's Crushing Charge.
Okay.
They actually put a clue in the title of it, didn't they? Crushing Charge, basically. So after I make a move on a 2-up, it does D3 mortal wounds.
Nice.
So I'm going to do the Crushing Charge against the little lady.
Yeah.
She's on 2 wounds, yeah? There's the...
there she goes.
So she pops.
There she goes.
In which case, we're then into picking abilities. Now, do you have any guys inside that battalion that stops me using monstrous abilities on you?
Both of them. Oh, no, sorry. Just that unit can't.
Just that unit
that's
can't.
Hunters in the Heartland, and so are they.
Hunters of the
Those ones
Heartland.
are free.
Those ones are free to do so, and we need to treat monstrous abilities over here.
Yep.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Titanic Jewel with my Sludge Raker.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I get to pick one.
You do?
Is it? Or do you get to pick all of yours first?
You know what? I've never. Let's just take it in turns.
Okay. I'll pick Titanic Jewel for the Star Drake as well then.
Sounds good. I think I'm going to go for Stomp from the big guy.
Yep.
Although there's a temptation to do Roar over there. How many command points?
I've got to pick a model. Sorry. I'm going to pick. Because do I have to declare my split of my attacks during my combat phase if I want to hit both of them at the start?
What?
If I want to hit both monsters, do I have to at the start say the hammer's going here, the claws are going here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put them on him. I'm going to pick him.
So you've done a Titanic Duel against Gobsprak. Okay, fine. And that leaves me with, Raw? Is it really worth it? Go on, sorry.
Raw?
I'm thinking Raw, to be honest, is almost better. The problem is Raw's on a 3, Stomps on...
you can't Stomp because I'm a monster.
No, over here.
Oh, sorry.
Over here. I've not done the man over there. That was his charge.
Got you.
That did that. I can't Raw you anyway.
Oh, is that...
oh, no, sorry, I can Raw you, yes. In which case... You know what? Let's do that. Let's Raw from Gobsprak, isn't it? I think because I gave Titanic Jewel to the Sludge Raker.
Okay.
So Raw from Gobsprak on a on a 6, definitely.
So no command points.
Okay, and then Stomp over there on your little men.
Yep.
And that is on a 2. And on a 2, it does D3, and it does 3 mortal wounds against your dudes.
So that's not enough for me to take them away, which would have actually almost been nice. Boop. Boop. Okay.
Right. In which case we're into combat.
Yep.
It's going to get messy. There's no denying this.
Are you calling your war?
I am going to call my war. So apologies. I'll say that now. You know what, that's a really messy camera angle, so apologies to anybody who's trying to keep up with the footage. But I think it kind of works, doesn't it? At least you can see it. Yeah. I'm going to call my war, which means I can activate 3 units. It has to be my general. This is why I'm doing it now anyway, because the general's probably dead. So I might as well war now, even though I didn't get the 3 units in. It would have been nice, but I didn't.
Sure.
And at least Gobsprak and all the rest can go with both of them, and the mortal wound output is coming in. So I am going to attack with the Snatch Boss on Sludge Raker first.
Sure.
You didn't Raw me, did you? Is that correct? No, you Titanic Jeweled.
That's true. I should have
In which case, I might spend a command point to fight on my top bracket.
Okay.
That leaves me with 0 command points.
Okay.
Okay, so I am out of command points at that, but fighting on the top bracket with my Snatch Boss on Sludge Raker. Just checking he does indeed.
That's a really good point. If you see a wounded monster, roar it. Roar it.
Roar the monster.
Roar the monster.
Let me just update command points then, because how many are you on now?
I'm on 1.
You're on 1. I'm on 0 at that.
Yep.
By the way, that's kind of a fluff up because generally what you would do is do your monster for all out attack over there. But he's only really up against 4 guys.
And these guys,
yeah. Well, I can pile. He's closer to those, so I can pile away.
Yeah.
From those guys. What's the range of attacks on those guys?
2.
2, and it doesn't actually matter, does it? No. If I pile away my full 3 inches, they
as long as you are more than because they can pile in as long as they're within engagement range, which is
3 inches. So because I'm like half an inch away from you now, if I pile in the full 3 inch away, you can't get me basically. So I'm only really taking 4 dudes.
We'll see if we can do that.
We'll see.
Because you're stuck between 2 units, but we'll see how it goes.
But intentionally closer to that one. Hence,
sorry. I just more mean you might not be able to move the full 3 away from
long shanks. I can go. Just like that. I get what you're saying. I get what. No. Wait. I see your point.
It's a big
wrapping
base.
Around.
Yeah.
It's a big base. No, I'm
base.
100 with you. Okay, it doesn't really matter anyway. We got completely distracted in that discussion, but it's always good to have a discussion like that.
So, what combat are you doing first?
Okay, so I'm doing my snatch boss.
Yes.
He's on Titanic Jewel.
No. Oh
no! Yes, he is. Titanic Jewel. Gobsprack did the raw.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hence me putting him on top bracket.
Yep.
He's on Titanic Jewel, which gives me add 1 to hits, and he's also on his finest hour, which is +1 wound and +1 save.
This is all lined up.
But you are -1 to wound.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go then. 3 attacks with the chain link grappling hook.
I mean, you're going for 6s anyways for the mortals.
Sort of, yeah. So 3 attacks and +1 to hit, +1 to wound, -1 to wound. So wounds are where they are.
Yep.
And +1 to hit and +1 save. So 2s to hit with the chain link grappling hooks. That's 2 6s. So that's 8 mortal wounds. So far it's 3 damage, but I get +1 because of his ability.
Oh my god!
So that's 8 mortal wounds so far, and then he rolls to wound with the remaining one, which he does get the 3. So that's a -1 save doing 3 damage. Do you want to do these one at a time?
Yeah. So I can't spend any abilities. So this is just going to be a 4-up save, and a 6 does mortal wounds back. A 6, so that's 1 mortal wound back to you.
1 mortal wound back to my guy. I'm going to count that as we go because I think it will count. Okay then. Well, actually, I'll tell you what then. Grasping Talents. Should we do the rest of attacks? Do you want to do the rest of attacks first?
Yeah.
Yeah? Rather than do the 6 up on the 8? Yeah, let's do the rest of attacks. 6 attacks.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, just do your 5
yeah,
up. You
6 attacks with the Grasping... Oh, 5 up on the Ignore. Good point. No. Okay. 6 attacks now with the Grasping Talon.
Yep.
We still have 8 mortal wounds to deal with on you at the moment.
He's only got 6 wounds left.
Oh, did you do the 6 up Ignore on the 8 more wounds?
Sorry,
that's what I was waiting for. I didn't know whether you wanted to save them up.
I see what you mean.
Okay, so 8 6 up Ignores on the mortal wounds.
2.
3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
3. So 5 wounds taken.
Yep.
Plus whatever. Oh, he didn't take any from above. So how many has he got left now?
He has got 9 wounds left.
Grasping Talons on 2s. That is 3 mortal wounds.
Nope, they all go through.
Wound. And that is 2 wounds at -1 rend, doing 2 damage.
Okay, so 2 4-ups.
Yep.
1 more goes through. So that is...
So that was 3 mortal wounds
which
and
all
2
went through.
which all went through, and 2 more damage then. So 5
So 5.
ignores if you've done your ignores yet.
Okay.
6 up ignores.
So I did 3 of them already. So
okay, so 2 more. 2 more.
Yeah, you're right. I see why you're saying this now. Nope, so they go through.
Okay, we're down to the Noisome Bite. Just 1 attack on a 2. It hits on a 5. 2's to wound.
Are you doing -1 wound on all of this attacks?
Well, I'm +1, -1.
Okay, yes, of course.
Yeah,
sure.
so 2's to wound. I do wound at -1 rend.
Cool. So 4 up. Yep, saved.
Okay, and then we have 2 attacks with a Thrashing Tail. 1 going through with a Thrashing Tail, and 2's to wound with a Thrashing Tail. Does wound at -2 rend.
Okay, so 5 up. Nope.
2 damage.
Okay.
So 2 6 up ignores.
1
1 going through. How many wounds is he down to?
He has got 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left as we go on to the
Mouth of Morg.
Gobsprite. Yep. And by the way, ignore what I said over there. Because of activation, you can pile in an attack with whatever you want.
Oh, I see.
So
yeah, of course.
You can stop me from piling away from you. Sure. So great how we had that whole conversation. That's
yeah,
always
yeah,
good.
yeah, really good.
It's always good. Gobsprite, to see if you can do 3 wounds.
Yes.
It's a big ask. I hope you appreciate what's going on here. 2 attacks with a Bogbark Staff. He's 3s to hit, becoming 4s to wound because of the...
is he poisoned as well?
He is poisoned, I'm afraid.
Of course he is.
So 2 attacks on 3s. That is D3 plus 1 mortal wound so far. So let's roll that. So that's 3 mortal wounds so far. Okay. 4s to wound on the other attack, which does wound at a -1 rend.
So
one save, -1 save.
1. Saved 1 mortal wound back.
3 mortal wounds going through to you.
I don't save and he dies.
Right. I did have a whole bunch of attacks left, so I was feeling confident, but you never know, do you?
No, that's...
You never know.
Yeah. I can't believe I should have roared. I should have roared on him. I think that would have made all the difference.
Yeah, because putting the Sluddraker onto the top bracket was the...
Yep.
Yeah, true.
There you go.
Gobsprite still had about... I mean, just to be clear, Gobsprite, when he's in a war and he's got the Sluddraker next to him, I still had 5 attacks with a Flesh Tearing, a Stinger, 2 attacks with a back... I've actually killed someone with a backup stabber because he does mortal wounds, you know. So, okay, over to your activation.
So, I am going to pile in over here. I've got a nice little WGO.
Actually, we do need to put the terrain back then, because if you're piling in, this is going to get messy, isn't it?
Well, his base basically takes up the whole of the terrain.
It does, but it affects your range in terms of your piling, because you've got to go up to him. If you've only got 1-inch range attack,
they've got 2-inch range. This is why I'm saying I don't know if it will matter.
Right, let's put him back and see how high up he is, because it will... I hate to say this, but it makes a difference. So the question is he more than 2 inches up? Yes, he is.
Yeah. So
you've got to get somebody up
Oh, I see, because it's literally the bottom of the base.
Yeah.
What's his range? 3.
So I'm not sure this is on camera. Sorry, it's not on camera. So I'm going to go around. He's got 3-inch range attacks. Plus, of course,
that's so good.
Plus, of course, I can pile down. And,
that's so good.
And it's not all 3-inch range attacks. I'm just going to bring this combat camera back up a second so people can see what we're talking about. It is one of the things you can obviously employ. I am more than 2 inches up in the air, basically. I'm not sure people can see that on camera. But it does mean unless you can somehow climb onto this terrain, you're not in range of attacks.
And they don't do anything like 40k's got a 5-inch engagement distance.
It doesn't work that way.
Really?
It's from base to base, and so if you measure from your base to my base, it's more than 2 inches.
So theoretically, you could get on terrain and become unhittable with a 3-inch range weapon.
Yes, but you can also climb up terrain. So for instance, if I wasn't overhanging this face, you can climb up. So that's, you can actually climb up and stop. So he could get to there with 1.5 inches and then come 1.5 inches up there and stop. And that will put him in range of attack.
Yeah, but get one guy in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because, arguably 2 and 1. 2 guys. I'd give it 2 guys. I'm actually overhanging, and in theory, you're not allowed to go below a base, because bases can't... So, seeing as though it's such a fudgy rule, I'd allow 2 people to attack back against him, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand him down for now.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Leave the terrain there, because I think if all he's doing is moving there and going 1 inch up, and if he's moving there and going 1 inch up, then the other guys just have to go around.
Yep.
Yeah, we covered this on a previous battle report. I actually managed to get out of a combat by charging and then going on top of terrain. It meant he couldn't actually hit me back. It was vile.
I think that's probably the one time I think I've seen Warhammer 40k rules that I think are better than Age of Sigmar.
That make more sense.
Because they just don't figure about terrain heights when it comes to combat. Okay, so there's going to be 5 attacks because you've got 2 from them and 3 because you've got the Prime there.
Yeah.
So these are going to be 3s and 3s as Stormcast do. And what I'm aiming for is 6s and mortals as well. So 2 mortal wounds and 2 hit. And then those 2 wound as well at -1.
So 2 saves at -1. Was that right? 2 saves at -1. So 2 5-up saves. Both going through damage.
1 each. So
1
4
each.
wounds
So
total.
4 wounds in total. That takes him to. He was on 3 wounds. That takes him to 7 wounds taken.
Yep.
Okay. In terms of my pile-in, I can't now because, in theory, I'm now as close to both units, if not closer to the other. So the model, for all intents and purposes, is going to stay here. That's going to impact where I can direct my attacks. Okay.
Yep.
So I've got 2-inch range, a 3-inch range, and a 3-inch range.
Yep.
So the 3-inch ranges, I can select either unit on either side.
Yep.
I'm within range.
And the 2 inches have to
go. The 2-inch has to go into those guys,
Yep.
which is the almighty stomp.
Yep. So
I'm going to do the almighty stomp. I can reroll hits of 1 if it's a monster, but it's not.
Yep.
Okay. So this is 3s to hit with the almighty stomp.
Yep.
That's 1 hit, and 3s to wound with the almighty stomp. Fails to wound, so he's done. No, you know what?
Can you re-roll the almighty stomp? Isn't there something on there?
No, you can if it's against a monster.
I thought it was against.
You can re-roll hits of 1 against monsters with a stomp. Crushing charge. Death grip. I can re-roll hits of 1 that target the a monster with the death grip as well. Oh wait, hold on a second.
I thought the stomps you could re-roll against non-monsters.
Crushing charge. Reroll hits of 1 for almighty stomp unless the target is a monster. Oh, sorry, it is reroll hits of 1. But I think I hit with a 3.
Yeah.
I hit with both anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing I didn't do is how I'm splitting my other 2 attacks.
Oh, sure.
And that's a numpty on my part. So I should have called it before I started rolling any dice.
You can't split those, can you? Or do you? I don't have to go into them.
I can put 1 into that side, 1 into the other side, because they're both 3-inch range.
Got you.
And I explained I could hit both units. But
Would
I
you want
didn't
to split?
say whether I was going to do it or not.
How do you want to split?
Well, the point is, Death Grip doesn't do a lot.
No.
So what I'm going to do is the stomps are going to go into... the flail's going to go into the 5-man unit.
All of them. All the flail hits.
Yeah,
I mean, they only hit on 4s, I guess. So there's the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he needs the bonus to hit normally. Yep. So flail into the 5-man unit, because I'd rather remove a whole unit and stop any kind of future rally shenanigans. Plus, of course, they're holding the objective, and I need to bounce them off that objective.
Yes.
And that just leaves Death Grip going into the unit on the other side.
Yep.
And that might be a mistake, by the way, but it was what I was going to do.
We'll see.
So
we'll see.
Death Grip's just 1 attack.
So I'm going to do... I think I'm going to spend my command point to do all-out defense on
the 5-man unit? Or the other unit? The other unit is only taking 1 more attack with a Death Grip, by the way.
On this unit. On this unit, because they're getting hit with the flail.
Okay. Right. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, here we go then. So the Death Grip, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. It does hit. Wounding on 2s. That's a -3 rend.
Okay, so I think that just goes through.
Sorry. What's your save?
Sorry,
I thought you were 3 up.
They're 3 up, 4 up, 5. Okay, so it's a 6 up.
6 up save.
So how much damage is it? It's just 1 attack, though,
It's
isn't
1
it?
attack.
Nope.
D6. 5 damage on that unit.
So
5, 6 up ignores.
1 ignore, so 2 die.
He does mortals as he explodes, don't forget. Is that your dragon?
No, it's all of the Stormcast.
Oh, you mean your guys? Right, yeah.
I
think somebody's reminding me of dragon. We'll come back to that. Yeah. We'll do the mortal explosions later, yeah?
So, I was going to say, these guys explode as well as you kill them.
Well, why don't we just do the explosion at the end? Because
Yeah.
All attacks are done simultaneously,
so it wouldn't
they
affect anyways, even if they bracket.
In bracketing or anything like that.
Yep.
Okay, which leaves me with the Fort Crusher Flail. 10 attacks into the opposing unit with the flail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't want to get too many dice because when I picked up a lot of dice last time, you made a little comment on it.
Go for it.
Pause to hit.
I need Big Tom here for all of my games.
Yeah. Just bring Big Tom in.
Yeah.
5 hits.
If you can hire him for like
3 to
events.
Oh dear.
Oh.
5 wounds at -3 rend. Have I got the right guy here? Yeah, -3 rend, yeah.
Okay, so they're normally a 4-up save, but they've got the shields which ignore the first Pippa rend, and I've given them the all-out defense ignores the second. So these are now 4-up attacks, -1 rend. So how many hits was it? 4, 5?
It was 5. 5.
So these will be 5 up saves. And 3 go through.
Which is 9 damage.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Come on, 6s. There's no 6s. Okay, 9 damage will be all of that unit. And they're going to explode.
Well, we'll come back to that at the moment. In fact, actually, let's do that. I do have one last thing with Big Drock. Big Drock has got halitosis.
Yep.
So he's got really bad breath, and I pick a unit within 3 inch and roll a dice, basically. But we'll come back to that.
When does that ability happen?
At the end of combat.
Oh,
so
nice.
you need to do your explosions first.
Okay.
Big dragon explosion. Do you want to take care of that?
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't know how it works.
So I roll a dice for every wound he has. So it's going to be 18 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How do you allocate the mortal wounds?
I get to pick someone within. It's an inch or 3 inches, but it won't matter for the case of this because it's someone in combat, basically.
Right. Okay then.
So I'm going to choose him.
You're going to choose a sludge raker.
Yeah, and I'm basically going any 6s as a mortal wound.
Sure.
Ooh. You can't. There is one really nice command trait that lets you basically do this on a 5.
5. Nice.
1, 2,
3 mortal wounds. That kills him unless I roll a 5.
Yep. 5 or 6. You should be okay.
Well, okay.
Oh, there you go.
One wound. Takes him to 12 wounds in total. Now your explosions over at this combat unit against Big Drop.
So these guys are Thunder Strikes. They get an additional dice each.
When does this happen, by the way? Is it
whenever they die.
Whenever they die, fine. I'm just checking because obviously I have this end of combat thing yet.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is going to be 6 dice for the 2 of them. Yep. So again, 6s. So that's one mortal wound to him.
Taking Big Drop to 8 wounds.
And then we had the 4 guys here, so that's going to be 8 dice. And again, 6s. And that's another.
Another what?
Sorry? 1.
Another 1 wound.
Yep.
If you're wondering what his bracket is, his first bracket is 12.
Yep.
Okay, that takes him to 9 wounds.
Still top bracket.
Big Drock, being a special mercenary, has ability grievous halitosis.
Yep.
Bad breath, basically. So at the end of combat, I can pick 1 unit within 3 inch of this model and roll a dice equal to the number of the models in the unit that are within 3 inch of this model of the unit. Now, bear in mind, we'll measure.
Oh, it'll be all 5 of them.
Out.
It'll be all 5 of them.
Exactly. And for each 6, it's a mortal wound. Okay. So 5 dice, looking for 6s. 2 mortal wounds on that unit.
Okay, so 2 6-ups to save. Nope. So another one dies. So
now, how does that work? Because it's end of combat. I assume you bounce back. You must do, because you die. It's just when you die, yeah?
Well, I believe that's how it works. Big Tom will tell me if we've done it wrong, and if we've done it wrong, we take it off.
It's Big Drock. He doesn't care.
And there you go. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, so it doesn't matter. You rolled. Is it a dice per wound then? Is it right? Okay.
No, it's a dice. Wait, it's a dice per wound, and then if the Thunderstrike, you get an additional dice.
Brilliant. So just for completeness, of course, Big Drock is stood up here.
Yep.
It still puts him within 6 inch of that objective.
Yep.
So we'll cover what that means in a second. Okay.
Yep.
Into battle shock, I think.
So it's just this one here. So they've had 4 of them die this turn. Yep. So.
No command points left, of course. But you are good.
Good.
Nothing died over there from a battle shock point of view.
Nope.
Right, okay.
There we go.
There we go. Command points then. I hold 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one there, which is...
It's also your second turn, so you can choose to raid one and score an additional point and remove it from the map.
Which I'm going to. But points first.
Points first.
Points make prizes. Yep. I take 1, 2, 3 points for the objectives.
Yep.
Yeah. I've killed a monster.
Yep.
Giving me an additional point.
Yep.
And I've achieved monstrous takeover.
Yep.
Which gives me a point, 2 points, 7 points.
Yep.
And I think that's it, isn't it? It's 7 points because it's basically a clean sweep plus the extra point for killing a monster.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay then. Oh, and then burn it for 8.
Yep.
So I will indeed burn the objective I'm controlling for 8 points.
Yep.
And now I need to do the score. and you need to think about your hero phase while I update all the score sheets and everything. Okay, so you go for your thing, and I'll sort this out. I did indeed achieve my objective. Turn 2, I scored 8 points. Lots of clicking, and that takes my total to 12 to yours 6.
Yep.
Okay, unless somebody's going to correct us on the chat, which would be, helpful at this time.
Yep.
In terms of command points, we are both at 0, but going into yours, of course, my general is still on the table. Is yours?
Yes.
Yes, so we gain a command point each. And I think that puts us into your turn 2 nice and easily into the hero phase. That wasn't too painful. We have 44 minutes to go, so we should be at the end of the third battle round. We're actually halfway through turn 2.
It'll go quicker and quicker.
No, well, also we'll leave it open to the people if they want us to continue, and if you have time, we'll push on for this one. So this was as much a test game as anything. I may or may not even release this to YouTube. This one is just leave it for the patrons, but we'll see. So
I'm gonna choose to do Slay the Warlord.
Right, okay.
As my battle tactic.
Yeah, why not? I like it.
And then in terms of...
I don't see how you can not achieve that.
Heroic
but,
abilities.
And he's a monster, so double whammy there as well. Get those extra points in, mate.
I'll need to. I will need to. And in terms of heroic abilities, I'm going to choose to Finest Hour on Bastion.
Bastion. Yeah, sure. It's cool.
Yep.
Don't forget there's a spell that can make one of your heroes a monster as well if you want to kill, because you gain an extra point if you score it with a monster.
Oh.
Just saying, but
well,
I don't
no, a
think
wizard. You need to use a wizard to cast that spell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Have you got...
You killed him. Just rubbing it in.
You know what? No, it's the priest. I keep thinking you've got another dude back there, but even so, the range of it's pretty shocking. So, all right. Sorry, I do apologise. Just raising that hope.
Yep, and then dashing it down
in a Lundy-esque way.
Okay.
All right, so your hero phase.
So
no casting, priest work.
What's your hero?
Oh, sorry. My hero ability is going to be crikey. Well, I think up until now I've done everything, haven't I? So what I might do then? Oh, well, no. He's had Finest Hour.
Yep.
So I can't use that on him because that's what I was going to do. Let's go for the extra command point. Let's try and weather you out this turn. I think makes sense. You know what? Just because I've never managed to do it, heroic recovery. Let's make it just that little bit harder. What's this? It's a 6. I don't think I've done it on the boss, by the way. I should have said because I figured. His bravery 6.
So you get one heal 1 wound.
I've never done it before because it just on a bravery 6. What can you do? But I kind of figured. As much as looking out a 4 up for a command point, you might as well go for a shocking low roll on 2d6.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think you're right. Okay, so hero phase stuff. I am going to use the lantern from him to try to do D3 mortal wounds against Lundy. It's on a 2 up. Yep, and it does... 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. Nicely done. Taking him to, you'll be pleased at this, 12 wounds. You're 1 more wound and you've bracketed him.
the first bracket. Yep. And I am going to do the first set. I'm going to use my command ability to shoot with these guys.
Just removing models now. Come on.
And I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, Gobsprak. Yeah, okay then. I'm on 1 command point. These guys do mortal wounds, don't they? But what's their damage output like on their bows? Is it 1?
It's 3s and 1.
What's the rend?
-1.
Yeah, you're going to kill Snatch Boss no matter what. Do I just simply all-out defense this? Yeah, I need my boss in. I'm going to all-out defense. Okay. So he's going to be on a 4-up save, right? 0 command points. He's on a 4-up save.
What wounds is he on at the moment?
He has taken 2 wounds.
Okay.
And he's a 14 wound model.
Okay.
I've got a feeling I shouldn't have spent that command point. So you'll be pleased to know that's probably an error on my part.
So I am going to use all-out attack on them.
You can't do that
because it's not in the
hero
shooting phase.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
In
There's
the
one
shooting
good to know.
phase, yeah.
But I can do it in the shooting later.
In which case, I can't all-out defense him either.
There we
Thanks
go.
for the reminder.
There we go.
They are not command abilities that work in the hero phase. So no, back to 1 command point. I'm glad I didn't make that mistake, because I knew it was a mistake.
Okay, so 18 shots with the regular bows, 6 is
Okey-dokey.
immortals.
Don't forget your other 2 little shenanigan guys as well, whatever they do.
Yeah, this is still
Oh, okay. How many mortals?
3 mortals.
3 mortals so far. I'm just going to go for the 6 up ignore on those to see if I do anything. No, I don't. So that's 3 wounds so far.
These are wounding on 3.
That takes him to 5 wounds taken. Wow. Great roll. Great roll.
9 saves at -1, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at -1. That takes me to a 6 up save. Okay, I looked at a few 6s though. Yeah. So 5 going through. Yep. Damage 1.
1 each.
6 up ignore. That feels
like it's all
justified.
balanced out.
Yeah. So 5 more wounds taken him to 10 wounds. You've got 2 little bow dudes, haven't you?
Yes.
Some kind of special bow.
Yeah.
2d6,
so these do
it?
2d6 plus 1. So that's 11
Whoa.
shots.
Is it 2d6
It's
plus 1 each?
No, it's 1d6, but there's 2 bows.
Yeah, but do they both get the +1?
No. The Prime has got +1 on his.
Right. Okay.
Which also, if anyone's wondering, isn't in the app, but it is in the battle tome.
Nobody
so
trusts
there you
the
go.
app.
Never trust the app. Never trust the app. Buy your books. Stay in school. So these are going to be 3s and 3s -1. So.
Wait, if it's not in the app though, I'm not sure I can allow it.
You're not going to allow it. Not going to allow it. 4 more saves.
I think
same -1.
Fairly confident you've got him, but we're looking for 6s here. 3 going through.
Yep. And then you've got an ignore.
6 up ignore. All 3 going through, taking him to 13 wounds. You didn't quite get him, but fear not. You have a shooting phase ahead of you yet.
I do indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you're in happy shock or just shock or...
No, see, the one I'm thinking about now is that Bastion can do his ability and roll the dice of the wounds characteristic of the model, like just the straight up like 35 against him.
Yeah.
Do I do it against one of those 2 to try and
get
kill
rid of it?
Or do I just say, well, I'm just going to split and do half the shots against him, half the shots against him? You're out of command points now, aren't you?
1 wound here. No, because I didn't spend that command
you didn't,
point.
of course.
1 wound here, 3 wounds left there, 6 up, 5 up ignore, and I still have a command point.
Yeah.
You've done, in that round, what did you do? 10 wounds in that round of shooting, so...
Yeah. Realistic.
I got a 5 up ignore onto the other guy, that's the only thing to consider, and a 1 better save.
Yep. Okay, so
is that anywhere on the table?
Anywhere on the table.
Wow. Wow.
Bastion is super good.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to do it against Lundy.
You are going to do your 35.
Yep.
Right. Okay then.
35.
So this is 35 dice. 6s doing mortal wounds against the big man.
Yep. So this will be 20, and then we'll do 15 afterwards. Because that feels like enough. I've got only two, and then we'll do 15.
I don't know what to say, Matt. I don't know what to say.
There you go. He's got 5 turns to try and make this.
James has just pointed out all-out attack is
what you said.
There is a 40-second delay between the show, though.
I
So
see.
yeah, thank you for pointing it out, because you probably typed that as soon as we were doing it.
And then 3 more. So that's 5 mortal wounds.
5. Why am I picking dice up? It takes him to 17 wounds. You are really chipping him away now. He's well and truly into his first bracket. Do you want to know where you're at? Yeah, you were in the first bracket.
Yep.
He's got 1 less attack now. And although the good news is you reduced his move down to... Oh, no. Moves down to 11 inch. You've knocked an inch off his move as well.
There you go. He's already where he needs to be, though. He is always where he needs to be.
True.
Okay, so that is my hero for... Oh, and him.
Yep. This is the priest, yeah?
Yep. I'm going to try to translocate the bows.
Yeah.
So on a 3-up.
Okay.
Yep.
They've done it.
So I can pick them up and put them somewhere else more than 9.
More than 9 from you. Should we bring up the map cam for
yeah, please.
Stance? Where are you thinking?
I'm thinking...
Here? This side or that side? This side?
That side.
Okay. Do you want some more rulers? Do you want to...
Yeah, please. So... Yeah, I think basically I can do a wedge over there sort of thing, but that's...
Do you want to pass them over? If you... Oh, no, you know what? Just come around. Yeah. I'll pass them to you.
Sure.
That way you can position them where you want them. If you... probably tactically important, this. Not going to interfere. There you go.
And there is a little bit of thing here in that they actually can't be shot by the bolt boys where they're over here.
Because of it goes through the wood, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Not that I'd shoot your archers, like I care about them. It's alright, just messing with you. Is anybody still alive on the chat? It'd be nice to know. I think there's a few people still there. It looks like we've got a few of our lovely patrons with us, so hope you're enjoying the show. Anybody else spot anything we've missed?
Yeah, please do say if you spot something.
I'll tell you what, let's ask a poll now. Who's got this game? Let's call it from the crowd. I want to know who feels who's got it. Personally, right now, I feel it's well in the balance, but
I don't know. You know. I feel like you've quite strongly, but I could double, which I feel would help.
Could double for sure. Would definitely help.
Okay.
Especially with those archers. Okay. Shooting phase.
No, movement.
Movement phase. What am I doing?
Movement phase.
Okay, into movement phase.
So I'm going to lay this guy down.
What does that mean?
To hide him from the bolt boys.
Ridiculous banner, yeah?
Hide him from the bolt boys.
I love how you're shuffling him around.
No, it's because he was back here. That's what I was trying to...
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I don't think he makes too much. I think he's probably going to end up staying where he is.
Well, move him... Yeah, I was going to say, do you move him onto the... I don't have any teleport.
I think he's on the objective anyway.
Yeah, I meant do you stand him on it from a... Bear in mind that every model creates a 3-inch exclusion zone around the objective, you know. I can't... Unless I'm charging, I can't then walk, just simply...
This is true.
Admittedly, I can walk onto it anyway, but, you know... I always think it's good if you're going to try and, you know, contest it. Where have we got? James Dean. I think the Kruleboyz will clutch it, but early days yet. Jack Morton, pretty even, but I've seen those cross bows do dirty things. Kruleboyz for the win, says Matthew Roberts. Oh, don't put me under pressure, guys.
And then I'm going to move... I take it each of these is an inch here. So Bastion moves 6.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That is good.
Do you want to redeploy?
I've got one command point. I am going to redeploy my big guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can re-roll this if I issue it from Gobsprite. So I am going to use it from Gobsprite. So it's a 5. I'm going to take the 5.
Yep.
And obviously, let me just move this out of the way. And we'll just put a dice for clarity's sake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inches.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, let's just bring him out. I don't cross over that terrain. And he's going to go a little bit like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
If you want to know your charge, it's a 10.
I'm thinking I'll probably end up shooting him in honesty, but yeah.
You've got that option, of course. I was trying to see if I could get inside the terrain, but we count those as the reason I'm sort of saying that he's a monster anyway, so you'd be able to shoot him. Sorry, so it makes no odds. And I just want to say for clarity, we count the smoke as trees, so you have to go round the smoke.
Sure.
You can't just walk through it, sort of thing.
Okay.
It work the same as the other stuff. Okay.
So apart from that, movement-wise, I will. Oh, what's the movement? What's the movement on the bolt boys?
The bolt boys are a 5-inch move.
Okay. Is that a 9-inch ruler, out of interest?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay. So 5-inch move. So as long as I stay like this.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Within 6. They can't shoot him if he's within more than. They have to be within 9.
Yeah, and bear in mind I'd have to come down from the terrain, so you're safer closer in.
Yeah.
You could put him back onto the objective and be.
Well, no, because I'd come down to shoot the general off.
Yeah, but I'll lose movement.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Out. In fairness, he's an inch off the ground. Yeah. So you could come 1 inch forward and still be safe, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
And even if we've got that wrong, I'm not going to do that and then try and get away with it. I know what you've done.
Okay. So on to shooting phase then. So.
Right. Okay. What are you firing with first?
So I'm going to fire. Well, I've only got one thing that can shoot, so it is going to be the Judicators over there.
Okay. Judicators into, well, I suppose a whole bunch of stuff, but how angle do you like that?
So how many wounds has Gobsprat got left?
Gobsprat's got, well, according to this, he's taken 23 runes because it's clearly been knocked.
That's okay. I think he had a wound left, didn't he? Because
he had one wound left. He was on 13. It's only the front dial that's gone round. Okay.
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 And he's got 3 wounds left, but he's got a bit of a save on him, doesn't
he? He's got an extra, better save and a 5-up ignore.
Okay, so I'm going to all-out attack with this, and I'm going to put 7 of them into
Big
him.
Tom's got you.
Yeah?
He says you're going to win, mate. The Bastion,
brilliant.
But he's just going to bring it. The Bastion's going to bring it.
Thanks, Tom. I'm going to spend my command point with Bastion's ability for this turn, so I just get one without spending it. To give them all-out attack, and I'm going to shoot 7 of them against this guy, including the 2 bows, and I'm going to shoot 3 regular guys against him.
So 7 and special against him. Yep. Okay. What are you doing first?
Well, so it's 5 and the 2 special, then and 3 against him. Because it's 10 in total.
Okay. Right.
So the first up, let's do the ones against him.
Sludge Raker.
Yep.
Okay. So this is 5 dudes and 2 specials.
Are you going to all-out defense?
I have no command points left. Oh. So you are clear to do whatever you want to do.
2 specials. So that's 7 plus 1. So that's 8.
I've now got a hang of the +1.
Yep. So these will be on 2s. Yep. So they'll hit and wounding on 3s, and they're just gonna do it with this, aren't they? So that's gonna be 7 saves, please.
7 saves with the Sludge Raker. Rend?
-1.
-1. The Sludge Raker is a 4-up save.
Yep.
So he goes to a 5-up save with 7 saves.
Oh, look at that though.
Okay. Thank you for Mitzi and Jimbo who gave me that dice at the tournament. I appreciate it. You know what?
Thank you, Doug. No,
I didn't know whether it was a 1 or a 6. I just spotted their logo. Absolute great game against those guys. So 3 going through damage.
And then 1.
Oh, 1 damage, so 5-up ignore.
So 1
ignore,
goes through.
So 1 wound goes through so far, taking it to 12 wounds taken. You can still do this, you know you can. I'm keeping the Mitzi and Jimbo dice though. Really.
Yeah. Okay, so then 10 shots, 6s are mortals, 2s. So that's 1 mortal.
Okay. I'm going to Mitzi and Jimbo that one.
Go for it.
Nope. Never put too much faith in a single dice.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
and
saves.
-1.
7 5-ups.
Yep.
Looking positive now. 7 5-up ignores. You only need to do 1, my friend.
Oh, okay.
You've got him.
Okay, he had less wounds on the front.
Yeah. 14, so it was good. So he's gone.
And then it was the...
You had 5 and the 2 funny
3
bones, weren't you? Oh, so 3. Yeah, so 3 left on the 1 remaining wound on Gobsprat.
So 6 hitting on 2s, 1 mortal wound.
Okay, taking him to 14 wounds. He has a 6-up ignore, so there you go. Nicely done.
Okay.
Okay. Charge phase?
So I think I've killed everything in charge range.
Probably, but we are in combat over there. Okay,
yes.
then. So let's go. Oh, smashing the models to pieces. Let's go over to this combat over here. For clarity's sake, we're here. You have two guys an inch up the base. Arguably, they can climb to the top of their shanks. And I'd say you can get, let's just, for the sake of argument, say you can get all four in.
I imagine so.
So all four can go into that combat. And seeing as though you can get all four in, let's move the terrain for cuteness. Okay, it's far more thematic then, isn't it? Okay, we've got monstrous abilities, of course.
Yeah.
I am going to... How many command points you got left?
I've got one left.
Okay, so let's roar your ass away. So on a 3-up. And I do indeed roar you away.
Yep.
So your attacks now.
So 4 and the extra 1 for the leader. So these are hitting on 3s, 6s are mortals. 1 mortal wound.
Okay. Take a wound so far. 1.
And 3 saves at -1.
Okay, you've taken him to 18 wounds so far. I have 3 saves at -1. He's on a 4-up save, taking him to a 5-up save. Ooh, just 1
Is
going
that
through.
the same dice?
No, different dice. That's Warhammer TV dice that stung you there, mate.
Yeah.
You do have some over there. That takes him to 19 wounds in total. Rest of your attacks?
No, that was there for those 4 guys.
Okay then, right. In which case then, from a terrain point of view, we do need to just... I don't think there's much I can do, but I was wondering if I can kind of...
I think you've got enough to kill them anyways.
It's not really what I'm worried about. It's whether 3 inches can get me over there. So I am going to kind of do that and pile it round to there on that unit, okay? Yep. Horrible floating again. We're going to take the model out for the sake of it. I actually don't even need to move that far, to be honest, because I'm actually on the objective.
Yes.
Okay, he's on 19 wounds, though. That's the important piece of detail.
Yep.
And he has, at 19 wounds, you have taken into his 3rd bracket.
Yep.
Doesn't make a big difference, but it kind of does. Reroll hits of 1 for stomp attacks unless the target's a monster.
Can't be roared. Hunters of the Heartland.
Oh, do you want to go back and...
Nah, that's fine. We've gone too far.
All out defense?
That's fine. I think you've got enough to get through them even with all out defense. So I am going to say no. I'm going to save my command point.
Okay.
They are dead to me.
Fair enough. You've only got 1 command point, so I haven't done anything. In which case, if I can't roar you, can I at least go for the stomp, I suppose?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, you can't stomp me. Hunters of the Heartland, Phil.
I can't do any of it.
No,
I can't.
No.
Well, that's not nice.
No.
Well,
that's what you get when you have 11 drops.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's go for this then. Almighty Stomp. I've got 2 attacks. Any negatives to hit or wound with these guys?
No.
Okay, so I am 3s and 3s. Okay, here we go. That is 1. Oh, wait. Almighty Stomp. Almighty Stomp. I can re-roll hits of 1 if unless the target is a monster.
Yep.
So I can indeed re-roll that 1. Looking for the 3. Don't get it. That's the way it goes.
Yep.
And then 3s to wound. No wounds with the Almighty Stomp. Death Grip. 1 attack on 3s. He hits. He wounds on the 2. He does wound at -3 rend.
6 up. That's out. Nope.
D6. 6 damage.
Ooh.
6 up ignores.
Yep. I'm glad you remember, Phil. 1. So that's 5. So 2 die and 1 wound on another guy.
Okay, and then we have 7 attacks with the whatever it's called, Fort Crusher Flail. He is on 4s. Okay, that's good. That's 4 going through. On 3s to wound. Oh, 2 wounds at -3 rend.
So 2 6 ups. Nope.
And that is 6 more damage then.
Okay. So then we are 6 ups, but there is only 3 wounds left in that unit. So, no.
Pop. In which case, your mortal wound explosions from that unit.
Yep. Oh, you've got another bolt boy.
Oh, sorry about that. Why did I say that really camp?
you do you, Phil.
I tell you what, I'm so glad Big Tom's on here.
I know.
You know, he's a star.
It's Big Tom saving us from the YouTube.
You know, it's fine. I've kind of got Jack doing his thing for me though, haven't I? Like, don't forget this.
1, 2, 3, 4. This one's cocked. 4 mortal wounds. 4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds, taking him to a massive 23 wounds he's taken. You are doing damage now, my friend.
There we go.
Okay, into Battle Shock, I believe.
Nothing to Battle Shock, it's all dead.
I do have, of course, the Halitosis attack, but there is nothing left to breathe badly onto, if that's even a thing.
Yep.
You did score Slay the Warlord.
Yep.
Let's just think about this, actually. How many objectives do you control?
So, I control 2.
2. I control 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So you do control 1 objective. You control more than 1 objective. 2 points for that.
Yep.
You killed a monster this turn. You don't get 1 for each monster, unfortunately. So, but you gain 1 for that. So that's 3 points for that. You achieved Slay the Warlord.
Yep.
But you didn't achieve it with a monster.
No.
Is that right?
Is it with a monster or is it against a monster? I imagine it's with a monster. That tends to be.
If that model was destroyed by an attack made by a friendly monster
so
or ability of a friendly monster, score 1.
Cool.
So 2. So where are we at? 5 points. 5 points for your turn 2. It's closer than you might think. You might think.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to tally the score up, and then we'll do the roll off. How do I do this? Yeah. Let's do this.
Don't you want your turn 2, Phil? Oh wait, no, you've had yours. So you're right.
No,
this is turn 3.
Fine. I'll have my turn 2.
Have another turn 2.
Oh, actually, it's not closer than you think, because I scored.
No. I think you're way ahead.
I was dreaming how many points I'd scored. How many did you score? 4 in the 6 in the first, and 5 in the second.
Yep.
So that is taking to you. Wait, hold on. That's taking you to 11. So actually, it is close. It's 11 to 12. We're correct. Okay. Yeah, because I scored only 4 in mine. And whilst I scored 8 in the next one.
Yeah, it's killing the monsters helps.
It's killing the monsters. You did indeed take your objective as well, so let's add that on. And we are into the infamous roll-off. Yep. I'm going to make you roll first this time.
Go for it.
No, I'll just roll 6. At the same time. Oh, did you see that 6 roll over?
I saw it.
Okay, I assume you're going to give it me? I'm joking.
No. But
by the way, end of your turn. Do you want to destroy an objective? Did you manage to get close enough?
Yeah. So I think I'm close enough with Bastion. Yes, it's only got to be within 6.
Well, I think, I might have to check the. Well, let's just check the camera on positioning. I'm not being a dig, but you are slightly outside of it. According to the camera, you win.
Okay.
Destroy it for a point?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So let's take us to 12. That's even. By the way, if you're wondering, we've always ruled if it's on camera, it shows it, then it's consistent, and we follow it. Because what happens generally in the battle report is objectives get bounced around the table, they get moved slightly, and we can't be bothered remeasuring it or for that millimeter. So Bastion is showing he's on it. Okay, so we are into turn 3. And it is, I assume you are taking the turn, is that correct? Surely, Matt.
I'm half tempted to say no.
Do one.
That's why. The third, exactly. Because
the person going seconds destroys the objective. Wait, hold on then. Does that mean I couldn't destroy that objective over there?
Well, you've already pillaged it.
Oh no, that's for the turn 3 roll. That's for the turn 3 roll.
And that's why I'm tempted to give it to you.
Yeah?
Because if I'm thinking about this,
because I'll destroy that.
You can destroy that and you'll kill him.
Yeah, probably 12. Yeah, I'm reduced in movement, but I'm still a 10-inch move, and I ignore that terrain.
Yeah. But my guys over there are safe from the Bolt Boys. So's Bastion. Yeah. So I'm not. I mean, that's going to happen anyways. Whereas I now get to go. Oh, that objective just disappears, for example. Which is very tempting. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you.
Okay. Well, that's messed up my score table.
That feels horrible. That feels horrible.
Right, hold on a second then. So it's Kruleboyz hero phase. Not a lot to go off. You've taken Gobsprack off.
Yep. So my general's still here. So.
I get 2 command points.
And I get 3.
You get 3.
And
I get 1. I get 1 command point. My general's not on the table.
And I get to pick an objective.
Is that right?
Yeah. I get to pick an objective and remove it from the board.
Right, okay, yes, you do.
There's part of me that wants to remove my own objective so you can't raid it. But maybe that's being silly.
Well, you don't own that one. So you do deny me.
No, but if I also remove it, you can only raid 1 a turn, and that just gives you more of a reason, if anything, to get Lundy over to the other one and blow it up. Whereas this way, at least it's going to take you 2 turns to raid 2 of them, right?
Yes.
So,
you're a million miles away from this one. Going on the holding more or less, if you know what I mean. This is giving me a free one throughout the entire game.
Well, yeah, but you only score 1 extra one if you hold
2 or more,
yeah,
and then I get an extra one if it's more than you. So potentially it's 2. Just putting that down. I've not rolled my command point thing yet. Sorry, you're right. It is 2 if my general's not on the table, but I've not actually rolled it yet because I'm waiting for Matt to decide what he's going to do in terms of objectives.
I'm going to remove this one.
Okay. No, I'm joking about it.
Let's do this.
Probably the safe bet.
Let's do this.
Probably the safe bet. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Right. Okay. In which case, I will go for the command point on a 2-up.
Yep.
I don't think. I think I could do Finest Hour actually with Lundy. I don't think he's done that yet. You know what? He's getting chipped down on wounds, actually. He's only got 12 wounds left. Maybe I do go for Finest Hour on Monday, because +1 to save through your potential double turn again.
Oh.
Pardon?
I should take the dub.
Why?
Because I can do Bastion's ability on Lundy again, and then I can try and hit you with him.
Okay.
And kill Lundy.
Do you want to change your mind?
Would you terribly mind?
Yes, but come on, do it. Right, so you're going to take the turn.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
You sure about this now? Yes. We probably need to maneuver that. Let me just...
it's here.
Wherever that's... It's kind of... hold on a second. It's there, okay?
Yep. Sorry, and which one would you want to remove? Because you get to remove one now.
Yeah, I think so. I'd probably just go with that one. I kind of get what you're saying, by the way, but I also question you're giving me so much control by allowing me to take that objective off.
Yeah.
You're going big or you're going home with this move, I think.
But
I think the other move...
Well, I think I'm already behind. So if I was ahead...
Only 1 point. Yeah. Only 1 point.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I mean, we could debate it forever.
Also.
Let's do the turn.
Yep.
It's your hero phase.
Okay, so I've got 2 command points and you've got... 2.
In which case, what I'm going to do is... I do Finest Hour, which of course...
I probably have to pick one first, don't I?
Yeah, probably.
So there's no one to heal, so I'm going to do Finest Hour on him.
How many mortal wounds? He can do the mortal wounds on 6s, yeah?
Yep.
What can he do when you said I can do his thing?
I mean, I can. He's very close. I can charge him and then I can smack him.
I'm going to Finest Hour Lundy.
Yep.
Gives me +1 save.
Yep.
It's worth having.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
In which case, you need to choose an objective. Something like bring it down, maybe, if you're going to try and kill Lundy.
I'm going to choose the one that says that you have... I've already chose Destroy a Battle Line, and I've already just Slay your Warlord. So
you do gain an extra point if you bring a monster down with bring it down. Oh, sorry. No, it's an extra point if you do it with a monster. Take it back. Sorry. You push on with what you're going to do.
I'm going to do the Savage Spearhead, the one that says you have 2 units in your opponent's table.
Yep,
Half.
2 or more. Yep. Okay, so you're doing Savage Spearhead.
Yep. So, hero phase, let's do Bastion's ability, 35 dice. It's not paid off so far, but it can only get better.
Things can only get better.
Things can only get better. So here's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 mortal wounds, taking him to 29 wounds taken.
Yep.
Okay. Good roll that time.
That was a lot better.
To be honest, it's probably made up for the other 2.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay.
Okay. So
and
I'm going to cast Translocate with him. 4 up. Yeah. I roll it first and then I check. He's got +1 to cast anyway, so more chance. Can you put him 9 inches away on the opposite side from him?
Opposite side from who? Sorry.
Yeah, and we'll just put him behind that cover. So he's blocked his line of sight from the Bolt Boys. So if you want to, you probably have to shift him slightly more. Which is fine.
Like that?
Yep.
Does that... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then with him, I'm going to do his warding lantern. So
10 minutes left, Matt.
On a 2 up, he takes D3 mortal wounds. Yep. So how many mortal wounds does he take? 2.
2 mortal wounds, taking him to 31 wounds taken.
So you've got 4 left.
I do indeed have 4 left.
4 left. See, if I kill Lundy, I feel this has paid off, and if I don't kill Lundy, it was a gambit.
You never know. You never know.
Okay, movement phase. So I'm going to move. I'm going to run Bastion.
You only did 20 dice on Lundy. You have 15 left. Well spotted, Big Tom. I did one. You know what? I should have said something because you only made 1 roll, and I thought I just picked up everything this time.
It's because I rolled more 6s in those 20 dice than I had
on
all of my other rolls.
I know. I get your point. I get your point.
Like, done.
Come on, then. You need 4 more out of this.
Well, that would be perfect.
That would be amazing.
Just the one.
One, yeah.
Just the one. That makes up for the others.
32 wounds. 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll run Bastion. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Tom's the man.
3, so he moves 9.
9 inches.
Yeah.
Any straightforward type thing into the woods.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many wounds has he got?
He's got 8, but he's got 4 up ward.
I was more meaning if he's hidden by the woods, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
These guys?
Those guys will just move 5 inches.
Can you shoot in the hero phase with those guys?
No,
have you
once per game.
Okay, 5 inches.
If they could shoot double every turn, they would be incredible.
Well, you know, there's plenty of broken stuff in the game. 5 inches?
Yep.
Just as a blob?
Just as a blob, and just checking that they're still hidden by the wildwoods from the Bolt Boys. So if they need to be, they can come round more.
Yeah, you are definitely going to have to come round, I'm afraid, yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, if that's what you're looking to achieve.
That is fine.
Okay. I'm going to sneak those guys around like that and do that, okay?
Yep.
Just do a measure on that for 5 inches. You are losing a bit because you're having to circle around that terrain.
Yeah,
okay?
That's absolutely fine. I just figure there's no point leaving them back there.
No, that's cool. All right.
Okay. So I am then going on to... You can redeploy Lundy, can't you?
Yes, yeah. I do have a command point.
But it's still worth me moving forward because odds are you should get lower than his movement. So 5 inches, 5 inches towards...
You can't go within 3 of them, of course.
Yeah, we'll measure that then. So, boop. Boop.
Yeah, just pop that in, man. It's much easier then. Boop. Keeps us all honest. Okay, that's cool. And I will redeploy. I'll spend the point. I'm looking big though. 3 inches. It's not great, but it's not bad.
No.
Okay.
Directly away, right?
No.
Oh, I see what you're doing it. You sneaky sneaker.
Okay, if I do that, and then I just need to check. Yeah, he's good.
Oh, I forgot about Unleash Hell. Oh. Yep. Okay. Shooting. So I'm going to shoot with the Judicators into the Gut Rippers. Do you mind measuring how far Bastion's charge range is at the moment?
Right, hold on a second. It's going to be you're just over 7, so 7.
Okay. No, that's fine. I think I'll just shoot with them into the gut rippers.
Gut rippers.
Yep. So we got 8 of them with their normal bows. Sixes immortals. I'm going to use Bastion's ability to give them.
Is there a bubble on that?
+1 hit. No, he's got
just table wide.
Anywhere on the table, 1 command point.
He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's a free command point.
Yeah.
Like and just,
free command ability per turn.
Man, I'm so glad I painted
6s.
mine. 2 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortals.
3 mortals.
And 2 miss. And then wounding on 3s.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 mortals and 7 normal saves.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not normal though. Are they on a range?
Oh, -1, sorry. Yeah.
-1. So I think that puts
right?
me on 6 ups with the.
Yep.
Just need to check. So I've got a feeling they were 6 ups. No, 6 ups. So 7 6 ups. All going through.
Okay.
Plus the 3
mortals.
Is 5 of them dead?
Yep. And then the 2 special bows. So it's 2d6 +1. So we've got 7 shots. Hitting on 2s. Wounded on 3s. So that's 5 more saves at -1.
5 more saves at -1, making them 6 ups. No. 2.5 dead. And I will take it off to make your charge as impossible as possible. Oh, wait. Indomitable. Is it a command ability? No, it's just a triumph, isn't it?
I think you get to use it without a command point being spent.
What more do I need the leader in there?
Oh.
That's what I was thinking. And I tell you what, I'm going to take the leader for now, but I might swap it back out.
Yeah.
If that's okay, because I just need to check whether the leader needs to be in the unit or not. And we'll do a search on the app while you push on.
So you've got 10 of them. They haven't moved this turn, so they've got to do their normal shots. That's just going to be 10 shots.
The way it works, of course, is if you got within 3
which
inches of them, which you won't, so it would just be normal shots.
Okay.
I just need to search for Indomitable, don't I?
Yeah. And in the meantime, I will do the charge with the Lord Relictor, Lord Castellan, and he gets it with an 11.
Yeah, after you take a battle shock test, you can say it's Indomitable, and if you do so I have to take the test anyway, and then I can just declare it as Indomitable. So I will take the guy because I just want to make sure what charge that's given you. That's now an 11-inch charge out of him.
This is a 9-inch ruler, isn't it?
Yeah.
So because I've got such a long charge, I'm wondering, maybe it's a bit gamey. If I go here,
you've got to go within ½ inch of him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you've been mega gaming. But, you know, I'll let you have it if you
want.
want.
No.
Let's do some proper measuring.
Probably.
Let's do some proper measuring.
I'm wondering whether his base is so big that if I went effectively... Nah, you've got loads of range, you're fine.
Yeah? You sure?
Yep.
Yeah.
Questions asked. Questions.
There's nothing wrong with it,
There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Okay.
You only did 20 dice. Oh no, that's not.
Yeah, we've done that.
Okay, we've done that.
Done that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Mitzi and Jimbo. Looking for 6s really. It's 5s. No, sorry. Let's just have a look at this a second. Is it? It's 5s to hits, I think, because I'm -1 to hit, aren't I? Is that right? No. Although these will be 2.
Why are you -1 to hit?
I'm not. Oh, wait, what am I? Is this an aim shot or not?
Oh, Unleashed Hell. Yes, you're -1 to hit because of Unleashed Hell.
Oh. Am I more than 3 inch?
Yes.
Yes. So
It's
this is an
Hastings.
aim shot.
Oh, aim shot. So yes.
Did not make a normal move, and is more than 3 inch from enemy units. Otherwise, use the hasty shot.
Yep.
So this is a hasty. No.
Aimed. It's an aim shot. You can use hasty if they charge you, basically.
That's what I'm trying to get out.
Yeah.
So this is an aim shot. In which case, aim shots are 2s to hit, so it becomes 3s to hit.
Yep.
3s to hit, but looking for those sweet 6s. I only get 1 sweet 6, but I do get quite a lot of hits.
Yep.
And then on 3s to wound, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at -1.
Okay. So he's normally a 3-up. Because of Finest Hour, he's a 2-up.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend a command point.
But you can't. Okay, you're making.
Oh no.
You can't go beyond. Wait, are you going to like +2 save?
Oh wait, what's your Ren? Sorry.
-1.
Okay, it's fine. Don't need to.
Well, yeah, you can take yourself.
Also, I don't know if I can do it in the charge
-1.
phase. I think you have to do it in the combat phase, not in the charge phase.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
So 5 saves.
What were you trying to do? All that defense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely not do it in the charge phase.
5 3-ups.
3-ups.
Oh no.
So that's 2 damage each plus
Yep.
the 2 mortal wounds. So 6 wounds. So 8 wounds in total. 8 6-up ignores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to make one of these. Oh, that was so many failed saves there.
That's not funny. It was you failed 3, didn't you? Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was 2 for that. Yeah, 6 and then 2 for the mortal wounds. So 8 6-up ignores.
Yep.
Come on.
He lives with 1 wound.
How many wounds is he then?
8.
He's 8 wounds and he's taken 7 wounds.
Yep.
That is mental.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he is definitely dead next turn. Oh, no, he's gonna be. If he doesn't kill Lundy, he's dead from Lundy.
Is he part of the Heartland thing?
No, you can stomp him.
Yeah.
You can stomp him.
Well, I've got to roll.
Yeah. No. Ah, the brave charge. The brave charge.
Do you want to do the charge from him? It's 11 across to those 3 remaining guys.
I might as well.
And I have Indomitable, so they're not going anywhere, Oh, mate, I thought you got it
I
then.
thought I had it there as
you
well.
got it then.
I thought I had that as well.
Oh. Okay. What are you thinking?
I might spend a point to reroll it.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to spend a point to reroll it, which sounds a fool's errand, but I get a free 1 from him every turn.
It's
so it's
huge because it puts you on the objective. So
nah.
No. Okay then. It was almost huge.
Almost huge. Go on, stomp him.
Stomp.
Stomp.
Definitely not in the Heartland now.
No. No, you can only put your troops
2+. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, man.
Brave.
That's beautiful.
Oh, mate.
Oh.
4 attacks. I'm going to all out. I'm going to all out attack him because I just don't want a chance that Lundy survives. 2s. Yep, and then 2s because he's got his Finest Hour on him. So that is 3 saves at -1, 2 damage each.
Right,
so
okay, so this is a Mega Gargant, yeah, so it -1 takes him back to a 4-up save. So 3 saves on a 4. 1 cock dice, which goes through. It wasn't, so that's 2 wounds, taking him
down to
34 wounds.
And now, the faithful Griffhound.
My brain is scrambled at this point in the game, I have to
2s.
say.
Oh man, how did I fail 2-ups? And then 3s.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh man,
That's worse than the 2-up stomp rolling a 1.
I think it was. Oh well. You never get anywhere if you don't try.
Okay, I mean obviously I'm down, but Almighty Stomp.
I will remove the model. He's on 1 wound.
He's bracketed though, so I'm just sort of saying I'm right down to my last bracket. I mean that's still 5 attacks and stuff like that.
Go on, try. Go on.
I am on Finest Hour, aren't I?
Yep.
Which gives me
+1
to wound. So 3s to hit on the stump. Only 1 going. You can reroll the 1. 2s to wound. Okay, both wound at -2 rend.
Okay, so he's already got +1 to save.
Yep. You can tank this. He's a tanky bastard. Sorry.
he's a tanky bastard.
I think that's the first time I saw her on the
He's
channel.
failed. There we go.
Okay.
Splat.
No, D3.
He's only got 1.
Oh, is it?
Well, okay.
Roll
If I
three.
roll
I'll
3
roll the
6
three.
ups,
Three
if I
six
roll
ups.
3 6 ups. Oh, there was
Okay.
there was
All
one.
right.
He's
Okay.
dead.
All right.
There we go.
We're really
Worth a
scrambling
try.
now.
Worth a try.
Okay.
Yep.
End of your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. We probably need to work out some battle shock there, don't we?
You're going to use your
I'm not.
Indomitable.
I don't need to roll it. I'm just going to use Indomitable there because I've only
Yep.
got 2 guys and 1 guy on a wound. You score. How many objectives you're holding?
None.
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 You don't get your monstrous takeover.
No.
You didn't kill a monster.
No.
No, that was the turn before.
No. Is that a 0-point turn, Phil? Is that a 0? That's fine.
You deserved better.
There we go.
Lundy's on 34 wounds, dude.
Oh, I didn't charge with my guy over there.
Oh, do you want to do it?
See if it goes off.
It's massive because you've got to go round the building, but you
Yeah,
know,
I think it's like
10-inch.
No, I saw that as well. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. That's huge because Lundy's sat there on 1 wound. And
I know.
You were on 1 wound.
I know.
And
I know. It was 1 save. It was 1 save. Yeah.
poor lad tried his best. He got shot and then booted like
Football. Yeah. That's pretty accurate.
booted like a football. Sorry, that's funny,
Mate,
Big
that's
Tom.
so close. I thought the Griffhound was actually going to get it right at the end.
I
He was going
know,
to dive
I
in
know,
for the last
yeah.
wound.
It's like I killed Archaon with this stab grot on Gobsprite. It's 2 attacks and I rolled 2 6s, so it was like 2 mortal wounds. It was
Nailed
just like, yeah. Okay, so that's 0 points in your turn 3. We go through to my turn 3 at that. But just to be clear, then that's I've got you down as 12 points for some reason.
There you go.
You were 12, weren't you?
Yes, I think because
I've just not updated your turn 2 score, which was actually 6. There was 1 extra point from somewhere, wasn't there?
I think
Can't
that's
remember.
what I think that's what we got back from the chat.
Was it the objective or something like that? Who knows? Either way, that's 0 for you in that turn, and we go into my hero phase. I'd need to pick a. Jeez, is your general dead?
Yes.
Savage Spearhead.
You did that one first.
Monsters take over. Slay the Warlord. Warlord's gone.
Yep.
Reveal this battle tactic. Pick 2 objectives that are not wholly within your territory. You if you control both.
There's only one.
There's only 1 left. Broken ranks. I don't see how I can achieve that, so I might save it for now. Pick 1 objective marker on the battlefield that your opponent controls. Cannot do that, so Conquer's gone.
You're rubbing it in.
Ferocious Advance. Reveal this. Pick 3 different units from your starting army. You
haven't
complete
got
this
any
type to
stuff.
give you run. That's not going to happen. Bring it down. There's no monsters left. And I think we're back to Savage Spearhead.
Have you got any good Auric ones?
No. I have to go a turn without taking wounds, and you don't.
Sure.
I have to call one, don't I?
Just pick Slay the Warlord then.
I'm going to have to pick Slay the Warlord. Can you pick one that's not eligible?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
These things will know. Right, okay then. Into hero phase. Not a lot of heroic abilities to do. I do need to pick the heroic action.
Yep.
I am just going to go for the extra command point.
Yeah, sure.
2 up, because my general is off the table. You too.
I'm going to do the same. Yep.
Plus it's back to what I think 1 command point each, isn't it? Right, okay. I need to be controlling an objective to burn it, don't I?
I think you just moved. Have you not got Monstrous Takeover as an objective, or had you already done that?
I think I did that over there, didn't I? Or did I choose something else? This is the problem. We're not writing down what you did.
Put the cards elsewhere when using.
Monstrous, yeah, but we're sharing a deck.
That's true.
That's
true.
It's
true.
problematic, isn't it? Yeah. That's not.
I don't think you need to worry about it. I scored 0 in that round, so I think, well, regardless.
Maybe
of
I
what
didn't
happens,
use
you're
Monstrous
okay.
Takeover because I couldn't actually reach the objective.
So what do you think you did then?
Can't remember. So let's not worry about it.
Probably you could have. Oh, you probably destroyed a battle line. I would have thought you'd destroy a battle line because you were right next to 5
We'd
liberators.
have to rewind. It's the only way.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just going to play on.
Okay.
I think. To burn an objective at the end of my turn.
Yep.
Let's just think this through.
You just want to stand him on there.
I need to stand him on there. I don't really want to stand him on there, though. That's the point.
Why is that?
Because I need him over here, is the reality.
I don't think.
Mind you, you know what? With 1 wound, he's not going to do anything, of course.
Can you do heroic recovery on him? Out of interest.
You can, but again, lead bravery 7.
Sure.
I think I'd rather just have the
command
point.
Yep.
I think so. Although I do question what I can actually do with that command point this turn.
Oh, no. I tell you what we haven't done.
What?
He explodes. He explodes. 1, 2, 3.
Come on then. Let you have your explosion.
4. Well, because what? I need to roll one dice?
1 dice, yeah.
Come on, dice. Don't screw me. Come on. 1.
Done it. Okay.
Bam.
Okay.
So that means I scored 2 points.
And I think...
I scored 2 points.
I'm not 100% certain about this. If this model is slain before removing it, the players must roll off. You might be able to timber onto my Bowboys. So we roll off, and the winner picks a point on the battlefield. So beta 3.
4.
4. You can pick a point on the battlefield 5 inches from this model.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically there. Yep. And then each unit within 3 inches of it suffers D3 mortal wounds. So do D3 mortal wounds on the guys.
3.
3 mortal wounds. You say it's not too bad, but it kills 1 and takes another 1 off because they were down to just 2 wounds. What's
their bravery like?
Well, that's the point. That's why I'm kind of getting to with this one, because that, of course, triggers a battle shot as well. Their bravery is, I think, 6, 5. I used Indomitable over here.
Well, you could choose to use it on them instead if you wanted. We've already sort of gone backsies, right?
That's a good point, actually, because I probably would have used Indomitable on those.
Do you care if they die?
No. So let's take those off. And Indomitable is on those.
Because you still control that objective until I manage to walk someone over.
Okay, then. That's cool. I'm good with that. Yeah, this is a messy old game, isn't it? As we're both trying to remember what to do. So hopefully our wonderful patrons are sticking with us through this through this agony.
Well, practice game shows we need more practice games.
Yeah, I know. Right, okay. I still think I'm kind of into my turn now, but it's much simpler. Yeah. I still don't quite know what I'm going to do.
So just to note as well, when you do the extra command point, you have to assign it to a hero, and only that hero can use it. And it's in your turn specifically. You don't actually get an additional command point. That
is a good point, and that means that hero has to go over there. Yep. Well, it's assigned to them, but they can use it everywhere. You just, generally, it is a command point, but you put it next to your guy, don't you?
Yeah, but he has to use the command ability as well.
Yes, he has to issue it. Yeah. Okay, good point. In which case, I might be better doing rally for the sake of 2 guys.
Yeah?
So I don't think I can use the command point.
Not really.
Okay, let's go for the rally. I think 2 had gone. No 6s.
Yep.
So they are where they are. Right. I don't know how I can leverage this turn. Control 3 objectives as it stands at the moment.
Yep.
For sure. How many wounds does this freak have?
Oh, I forgot he was even there. 6.
6. Okay. 6 wounds. I don't think my wonderful Potgrot Shaman can take him out. I mean, obviously, I could do
He doesn't hit bad back either. 4 attacks, 3 strees, -1/2.
Yeah. I mean, I can do the damage, but it's an absolute long shot. Question is could issue poison to myself.
Yeah.
That's insane. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to see if I can kill him.
I think you should be inspired by what happened over here.
Inspired by what happens over there. I'm going to put poison on myself.
Yep.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to put poison on myself.
Yep.
These guys I don't think can shoot anybody at all, can they, over here?
No.
So I need someone on that objective to burn it. It does mean taking them out of there, but I don't see how you're going to be able to shoot me either.
Nope, I think that's fair.
So yeah, let's get into hero phase over. And what is this guy? Is he a character or?
Yeah, he's a hero. He's a priest.
He's a priest.
He's a priest, he's a totem, he's a hero. He's got all the keywords.
But there's nothing I could do to try and kill him. I need to do 10 wounds this turn if I was going to do anything with the Auric ability. And I'm not going to do 10 wounds. There's an Auric battle tactic, but I'm not going to be able to do either of those. Okay, right. In which case then we are into movement. Let's just try and finish this game off a little bit quicker. I'm going to run that unit.
Yeah, of course.
For a 5, that gives them a 10-inch move, so they don't really need to go that far. And to be honest, they're not going to go that far, I don't think. I just want to bring them down and round. Yep, okay then. 2 inches there. I'll tell you what, what's the highest guy? The highest guy is 3 inches. So that means 7 inches away from his objective.
But you only need to go within 6, right? If you just plan to burn it.
I do. But I was thinking whether I can kind of come round here for angled shots on that objective if you were foolish enough to walk out. If you know what I mean. Because you can kind of bring those guys around.
Yep.
You know, 2 inch, which gives them, I think, an 8 inch, isn't it? So he'd be round there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And just kind of do that, which still gives you a bloody hard time, I think, to kind of get a line of sight on them. But at the same time, they could arguably shoot through that gap if you go and stand over there. Admittedly, Bastion Man might still go for them, but you never know. Might double you.
I think you can just spend your time running away at the moment.
You probably, yeah. 5. And then him, which gives me a charge, because bear in mind I'm using the wonderful pot grot of a 4 inch charge. It's 4.5 inch to him.
Yep.
This is the last turn, isn't it? Okay.
This is 4.
Not the last turn, sorry. I meant the last phase.
Yes.
The last play around.
Yep.
Okay then, into shooting.
Yep.
There is no shooting, I don't think. I can't target anyone. How many wounds is he again? He was 8, wasn't he? Is it 8 or...
It's 8.
Yeah, what is the terrain rule though? Is it 10?
I think it's more than 8, because he's just a regular dude. Do you mind having a quick...
What would it be? It's in the woods, isn't it? Wildwood, isn't it? I'd hate it if you could actually be targeted, because we've kind of behaved like you couldn't.
Okay. Learning game.
It's overgrown, is it, the rule? I think. Is that right?
I've not seen it before.
Can somebody on the chat tell us what the rule is for how many wounds you need to not be targeted?
Well, considering that we've played it so far that you couldn't be,
I was thinking it was 10 wounds, but it could be 8. The problem is well, actually, I was thinking it was more than 8, but it might be 8 or more.
See, I'd be kind of surprised, because the whole idea is it's about how big you are almost, which I can understand, because there's no regular dude who's got like 10 wounds, right? But
yeah, exactly.
He's just a normal guy size, so I don't understand why it wouldn't.
Well, they changed it from, it used to be like the monster keyword. Yeah. You know what? Let's just move on. Yeah. It would be massive though, obviously.
Yeah.
But I also, mind you, then again, you'd have had to move him because you were trying to get the charge out here.
Yeah.
He would have been in the open anyway, wouldn't he?
Yep.
But we'll look at that another time. Let's do the charges, and we'll go from there, I think. So into the charge phase. Oh, by the way, did you want to do a redeploy?
Yeah.
Because it probably would have made...
Use Bastion's free ability.
Yep.
So 4.
4 inches.
I will move... I can actually move closer, can't I?
Yeah, why you'd want to.
Well, because then I'm closer. If I kill you, I can go onto the objective and take it.
If you don't die, you can pile in around me, maybe, yeah. See your point.
Well, no, I'm thinking if I kill you. How many wounds has he got?
Oh, 5 wounds, but obviously, yeah. I'm charging onto you, so I might block you, so you'd have to try and pile around to get on 6.
Well, no, I'm thinking... Oh, yeah, I mean, I've got to keep...
You can't go out in within 3 inches of me, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if I play the shenanigans, then you're going to end up just...
Well, if you want 6 inch off the objective, look, that's there, so you can get within 2 inch. If I go here, there's no way you can pile around and reach the objective anyway.
I'm just going to move to that.
Okay.
For the sake of brevity.
All right. Let's do the charge then.
Yep.
6. Okay, so I'm going to do
because otherwise, if I move backwards, then in my turn, you're just going to redeploy the other way.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It'll just become silly.
Okay. Yep. I'm into you.
Yep. Good to know.
I'm into you in a good way. I've got
Big Tom saying 17.1.4 is the Wildwoods if you've got the...
Yeah, the thing is, okay, 17.1.4. Is there any mention? Nothing found. Classic. Oh, I wasn't looking in the core rules. Like an idiot.
There you go.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Does Tom know how many wounds it takes, though? Ten.
Cool.
Characteristic of 10. I thought it was higher.
You had it in your head.
Would make absolute sense. In which case, then, we are down to the Swamp Caller Shaman. I've just got to try and hurt you here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for all-out attack as well, using the last of my command points.
Okay.
So it's the end of the turn.
I'll go all-out defense.
Okay. I'm going to need those sweet 6s.
Ooh.
We'll come back to that in a second. And then 3s to wound with the staff. Does indeed wound, so a -1 rend save.
So this is going to be a 4-up save for him. Yep.
Okay, and we do D3 + 1 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds.
So he's got 3 wounds left.
Then the backup stabber.
Yep.
On 3s because of all-out attack. Oh, and he flips it.
Okay.
That's it.
4 attacks back, 3s and 3s. Nothing back. And they slap about.
They slap about like wet fish. Which takes us into battle shock.
Nothing. Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Boom.
I control 2 objectives, which is 1, 2 more than you, so that's 3 points for that. Plus, I achieve my battle tactic. Sorry, I burn the objective for an additional point, but I don't achieve my battle tactic, so I score 4 points that turn. Takes me into a 4-point lead. I still feel you could well achieve this, but I'm also interested in. What did you score at 0 in your turn 3, wasn't it? Sorry, I'm not rubbing that in. I'm just
no. Oh no, no. I scored 2, didn't I? Because I killed Lundy.
How do you get 2 from Lundy?
That was my objective. My battle tactic was bring it down.
Good point. Okay, hold on a second. 16 to. Oh, we've really messed this game up, haven't we?
Yeah.
2 points. So that's 16 to 14 this game. Yep. I think at that I might call it and give it you the game. I think.
You reckon?
Well, I tell you what. Let's do the roll-off, because the roll-off would make a difference, but it wouldn't make a huge difference. This is the whole point. I don't think the roll-off would make a big difference.
Yep.
So let's just do the roll-off while we're on camera, and then we can work it out from there. So 4 for who went first? You went first.
I went first.
So you get to go first in the turn. In which case, you essentially move forward. You come over here. I go second though. That's a good point. In which case, I'd probably burn this objective.
You don't. That's only on turn 3.
That's only on turn 3. Apologies. No. So you'd move on to there one way or another. You know.
Can you check if on the cam if you're still holding this one?
Well, I am anyway.
No, but I can translocate onto it with my priest. if you're not holding it. I mean, they'll count as equal.
Yeah, let's have a look. Probably. I don't think it's like I say. I think you've got it anyway. No, I'm not still holding the objective. So let's just talk this through a second. In the interest that we're way over on time. You'd move on to this objective one way or another and take the objective. You would translocate over here, or just simply kill him. Mind you, you'd have to kind of move around him. Although he could do the wounds onto him or something like that, couldn't he? The mortal wounds.
Yeah, I actually failed the translocate.
Okay, so you failed the translocate, but you do, even running gets him onto it, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, he should be on it now already, shouldn't he? 6 away.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, enough that you'd still be 3 with the Bolt Boys, even if I move slightly over like that.
Yeah. So, you'd be fine. So that gives you that objective. You're not within 3 inch to burn it, though. You've got to be within 3 inch to burn it.
So we just get the points for holding.
So you get the point for holding it. The question is whether you take this one, which I don't think you can.
No, I don't think I can now.
So you'd take 1, it wouldn't be more than me. You'd score 2 points in that turn. Also you go for, I don't know, an objective.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just I'm just trying to game it out from a point of view, because I think we'll be just playing for ever. And these poor people who are patiently.
See, I could if I had made the translocation, I could have done that one. But I mean, technically, I should have done the start, so I would have picked that one, which I now wouldn't score.
Do you want to play that? What time are we at? I'm just conscious of the time.
It's okay. We're at 10.
What time are we at? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so... I think we call it here, and we call it a draw or a Kruleboyz win. Honestly.
Oh, it's not a Kruleboyz win. Definitely not. I'll tell you what. Let's just math hammer it out, because it won't actually take us that long.
Yeah.
You take this objective. You score 1 point for that. It's not more than me, even if you kill this chap.
Yep.
But you could, no doubt, probably pick an object. Could you pick a battle plan? That's going to work. Broken ranks, you
already done.
Can't shoot.
Nope.
Bring it down, you can't do.
Nope.
Ferocious advance, I think you've done, haven't you?
Yep.
And in fact, actually, you don't have enough units left.
Okay, I pick Conquer. So pick one that your opponent controls.
There you go.
You complete it if you hold it at the end of turn.
So you would take that for 3 points.
Yep.
Okay, in total, which would take you to 17 points going into my turn.
Yep.
I'd move these around here, which would give me line of sight because he's at the edge of the wood.
Yep. Would you have to run them though? Because you have to get them to a point where
I've only got to get 5 inch. I haven't got to get all my shots onto him, but you know, 5 inch gets me there. It's just not got to be a 3 inch. I'd probably get like 2 or 3 of them onto him or something like that. I'm not saying I'd kill him.
No.
I'm just saying I'd get some shots onto him.
Yeah.
I'd have to probably then charge and try and finish him off. They're not great in combat. How many wounds is he? 8?
He's 8 with a 4 at ward, and he
still do the mortal wounds in the combat.
And he fully heals if he hits anyone.
Yeah, they still do the mortal wounds in the combat, even though they're not great to do the wounds. And we're assuming I'd just retreat back here and hold that. Even if I did that, I'd be holding 1. Unless he's dead. Good point. Oh, geez. It's too messy to almost work it out. Do you want to play it?
Just call it a draw.
It's
fine, like you said. Let's call it a draw. Let's call it a draw. Good game, mate.
Cheers, man. That's a real mess, unless you want... Like I say, we could play it out. I think you're right, though. It's still in the balance, isn't it? But it feels like you've got it because you've got 3 units, and I've got 2 units going down to none. That's why it kind of feels like you've got it. I don't see how... I mean, what are we going into? We're only going into turn 4.
Yeah. You
got 2 turns to score. I just think you'd peep ahead of me in turn 5.
I think that might be true. I think it would come down to turn 5. It would matter whether you killed him. In return, they're going to get shot by the guys over there.
Yeah, not on the charge, but they would do afterwards because he's out of 9 inch. So if I just came here...
Oh, sorry, but we hadn't even moved those. I'd run them this turn. So
of course, you got the turn, didn't you? Yeah. So you just bring them forward. So you're right, you just wipe me out. I tell you what, I'd rather call it a Stormcast win because I think you've got the win. I just don't think I've got enough to kind of take you out. Good use of terrain and just bring in Lundy down. He did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem I had really was just the mobility of your army. Gobsprite, the Sludge Raker over here, it was really good. It took out the dragon, but you were still left with a lot of pain, you know, and that's the thing. It's
and I've got to say that I almost purposely I didn't take what they call like a shoot cast list.
Yeah.
You can run versions of Stormcast that just do all the shooting.
Yeah.
Which, if you listen to people, they're like, that's the way to run it.
Same with the Bolt Boys. You're seeing lists of 3 units of 6 Bolt Boys,
Yeah.
and it's just vile.
It's horrendous. And the Sludge Raker, and
Yeah, and, you know, obviously Lundy takes up a whole bunch of that. It's 525 points sunk into him, and you can get so much more out of this army without the Gargant.
Yeah. But saying that,
the Gargant's fun.
He killed 115 plus 260 plus 125 plus 150.
And scored points along the way.
I think Lundy definitely made
worth
points.
They're definitely worth it. Big Tom saying it's been a fun evening. Thanks, guys. Looking for more of these in the coming months. Great. Glad you enjoyed it. Given I think it was a bit of a mess, I probably won't stick this one up on YouTube because we'll just get our asses kicked. We've got 2 more games next week, so 2 more practice with me. I've got Mark Potter coming in. Can you guys see it?
Oh, thanks, thanks, James.
Okay, great game. Yeah, thanks, James. We've got Mark Potter coming in on Tuesday next week, and he wants to bring Stormcast, but he didn't want to double up on your Stormcast. I've told him to bring.
He's going to bring his ogres.
Just said bring your Stormcast.
Oh, do it.
So I think it's going to be Stormcast, or it might be ogres. It's probably going to be Stormcast.
Yep.
And then Luke is coming over on the Wednesday for a game, and I believe he's playing KO. In all 3 games, given I'm having to handle the technology, I'm probably going to play my Kruleboyz. Although in the list I'm going to start, I wanted to play the tournament list. I probably still will do the tournament list for 1 more game, and then I'm going to start juggling things around a little bit with the Kruleboyz. And it's only just to get Kruleboyz out of my system. Because now I need to move on to Beasts of Chaos, which I know is competitive insanity.
Well, I was going to say, if you ever fancy it, cheers, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew.
We'll do Beasts of Chaos versus Khorne Bloodbound. Neither of which are good, and that makes it more balanced.
It'd just be wet fish slapping each other for the whole game. The reason I'm doing Beasts of Chaos is I'm taking Beasts of Chaos to the doubles.
Are these your Zeech?
Yeah, the Zeech Frey.
They're beautiful.
Twist Frey Beats of Chaos. So, and Jackie's taking Zeech, but not a crazy pink horror list.
Yeah.
We're just doing a fun thematic army around kind of Zeech and Twist Frey Beats of Chaos is the idea.
What was your favourite moment of the game, do you reckon?
Well, it was a mishmash, wasn't it? I really liked taking out the dragon. That felt like that kind of paid off.
Yep.
I think from a rolling perspective, I didn't do the mortal wounds that I was kind of expecting. That was the thing. So I didn't do what I was expecting to do. Lundy, without a doubt, I think MVP. 2 points. I'm going to call it. Yeah. Gobsprikes, Mork says no, which fried your wizard down to 1 wound, and then Lundy walking over there and just kicking it off the table, sort of thing. Yeah. Probably was my favourite moment because that's when. When the game's working for you and it's like, that's cool. Admittedly, 1 more pip on the dice. If I'd have fried your wizard with Mork's head now, to be honest, I probably would have left the room. I would have I'd be like running up and down the road just like, yes! Because Mork says no sounds really powerful.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it doesn't do what you're hoping for. Yeah. You can still roll 3 on 3d6. Do you know what I mean? It still doesn't work. What's interesting about the Mork says no rule of things, I think it modifies your opponent more than it needs to. You weren't, by the way. You just pushed on and did your spells.
I paid for it, but I don't think you can because you've always got it. It's in the same way that I don't know how you played with the Dispel Scroll, but almost the best thing you can do, or Void Storm Scroll, the best thing you can do with it is not use it so you're holding it over someone.
Exactly, and that's where Mork says no. I think it's the threat of it is better than the reality. But I have had players more or less shut their own magic down.
Yeah.
Because they're so worried of losing it. And it's like, well, a wizard that's not casting is nothing.
What are they doing?
I mean, okay, you can use them for objective holding or something, but they're essentially not doing anything.
Especially with things like Heroic Recovery. I was fairly happy there until Lundy came over and I went, oh no, he can just get all the way over here. I was like, well, I'll just spend a turn or 2 and I'll Heroic Recover her.
It's a hard army for sure, because for someone like Lundy, just receiving the mortal wounds back on the explosions is just painful as hell, because the reality is, I think most of the damage you did against Lundy was by dying. And with the absence of decent range, in hindsight, maybe what I should have done is just sat with the Bolt Boys and kept putting shots into them, so they couldn't get me at a distance and brought Lundy over here, but it feels like you'd have just moved on to the Bolt Boys eventually and gone for them,
Yeah, in honesty, if Lundy hadn't come this way, this these were just going up here.
Yeah.
So-
Although when you directly charge them, it does get more painful. You know?
Yeah. But you've got to, because you can't. I
It
mean,
is
I
what
say
it
you
is.
can't not address them. I did not address them.
Yeah, you did.
But-
But you know, and good use of terrain. I got some height, but you know, the wood stopped that.
Yeah.
But then again, I filled the table with terrain because you do need that. Otherwise, if I'd have just given myself a nice killing field,
Yeah,
I think it would have just felt terrible for you. You know.
And that's one thing I was going to say was actually I really enjoyed the table because I think there's too many games of it. Like 40k now, they're everyone like, you need line of sight blocking terrain, you need line of sight blocking terrain. At the moment, all the list people are complaining about, well, some of the list people are complaining about are like, oh, like these raptors just shoot me and they kill me and whatever. And it's like, yeah, so you need more stuff that blocks line of sight, and then they can't.
And yeah, exactly. And there's guidance for how much terrain needs to be on the table. I think they call it 8 pieces, don't they? And you know, these would probably count as 2. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, so I'm a little bit over. I recognise I'm a little bit over, but I'd rather have a table with a bit of interest and you know, enabling your armies to manoeuvre. The only thing is when we play Sylvaneth, we do take some of the terrain off.
Well, otherwise you got nowhere to put.
It's crippling. It's crippling for that army. Now also the rule is 3 inch away from enemy unit. It just. And because all you have to do is move your units into the gaps, and that's it. No more trees.
Yeah, so it's away from other bits of terrain, isn't it? Away from
3
objectives,
inch from terrain, objectives,
and
models.
enemy models. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, and you can drop a single tree.
Yes.
Now, and a double tree and a triple tree, you can do that. But even then, a single tree, you just try finding, a 3 inch exclusion. Like I say, if you're smart, you just take a dude and you do that.
Well, look.
And good luck. Good luck.
There. And there. You end up with these small channels. Where you can...
and all you've got to do is put a model in it, and it's over. So yeah, it's a challenge. So we do tend to make the tables a little bit more sparse, just to make competitive play a little bit more interesting. Right. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us. I'm conscious it's a super late night. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you see this one as a bit of a test. I promise we will get a little bit more polished.
Definitely.
But my poor old brain at the end of a long day of work trying to run a show. I've learned some lessons. I'm going to tweak the show a little bit because it takes a little bit too much management. I'm going to see if I can smooth up getting the scores on board and stuff like that. But I think, if you guys are up for this, we can definitely do more of this. And hopefully you've all just sat and done a bit of hobby and laughed at our foolishness to not even remember the most basic aspects of some of the games. Mainly me.
Yep.
For instance, getting well into my first turn before we did anything around heroic actions or anything.
Rolling enough dice, exploding. There's so many. I've relied on Tom a lot this game. He has been great.
And like I say, we appreciate everybody who came along and made all of this possible as well. So
I was just going to say, just one major learning point I would say is honestly, if you see a monster that is on low wounds, roar it. Like that probably made the difference between the Star Trek dying or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it didn't even twig until I saw it, but now I know it.
So.
That's how you learn.
And I kind of feel bad because I tried to call it if I feel the opponent's like, hey, don't you want to do this? It's like here.
Yeah, sure.
I was like, don't you want to do the redeploy? And I tried to call it.
Yeah.
It didn't even occur to me over there that actually roar's an option for you. That's because already in my mind I'd gone, I've saved a point. I'm going to put him on his top bracket. He'll be good. And I hadn't really kind of gone beyond thinking about that.
I'd honestly forgotten about the command ability. So even if you said, do you want to roar me? I'd be like, well, what's he going to do? All out attack?
Yeah, I can survive. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it was good. It was, like I said, that's how you learn.
I'm going to let you go. We've both got work tomorrow. You've all got work tomorrow. Some of you may even be at work. Twisted Bishop, thank you very much, man. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to cut into credits. And I'll be over on Discord tomorrow and just hopefully get some feedback from you guys as well. See what worked, what didn't.
Yeah.
There's I'm trying to do it where we still do the close-up camera. I'm trying to keep the pre-recorded format true to the pre-recorded format as possible. But I'm conscious when there's only 2 of us, we've got delays while I sort the score out and things like that. So feedback, always welcome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the other side. I don't know where the credits are. This video is made possible by our patrons. If you want to know more about how to support us, click on the link to the right.